Yo, what is up? Good to see y'all. How you doing? Simply Day. Yeah, my bad, Simply Day. I'm 5 minutes late. I'm disappointed in myself. I forgot it was daylight savings, and the thing that's weird about Arizona is that we don't do daylight savings. So essentially, normally it's like 6 p.m. Pacific time, but it's normally been 7 p.m. Arizona time. But because daylight savings switched over for everybody else, now it's 6 p.m. LA and 6 p.m. Phoenix. Yeah, really, dude, it's weird. Every time I've like made friends out here, I always have to remember, like, is it daylight savings for them or not right now? You know what I mean? So now I'm on LA time again. So because I woke up late, I was like, oh, I went to the gym real quick, and I was like, oh shit, I gotta go. But yeah, how you doing, dude? How's your Sunday? Yo, Skyer, what up, dude? Good to see you. How you doing? How's your Sunday going, Skyer? And Dysa J Fool. I thought it was DJ as a fool, but Dysa Fool. Twin, why you look like me? You look like a distant cousin. I don't know, man. You know, we got those good genes, I guess. We both got the same good genes. How you doing, dude? How's your Sunday going? Oh man, it's hot in my house. Yeah, for the most part today, I'm probably just gonna sign CDs and stuff. So it should be pretty chill. I already packed most of the orders last night. And Skyer says, been good, just been playing Slay the Spire all day. Hell yeah, dude, that's what's up. That's what kind of build you running? Let me turn on my AC. It's hot. I just got out of the shower too. And I always try to take a shower before streaming because I'm like, I don't want y'all to smell me through the camera, you know what I'm saying? But somebody says, oh damn, well, pretty chill, made pancakes right this time. Hey, had some Olive Garden. Yo, I've only had Olive Garden like once in my entire life. But had to wait 15-ish minutes for a drive-up grocery order since everybody wanted to clock out early at Acme. Acme? Is it like a grocery store near you? What's Acme? But dang, that's a while. You gotta wait a while. I probably should do drive-up groceries because, like, low-key, I probably save a ton of time by just, like, you know, if you do it all on the app, then you just say reorder all the groceries I usually eat, and if you just pull up and they give you that would probably save me so much time. Video, you're onto something. But that's a bummer you had to wait a while. But I hope Olive Garden was good, dude. Only had Olive Garden once. But Logan, dude, good to see you. Happy Sunday. I downloaded my Scarlet due to a old Apogee Do It 2 I got from my dad because the big volume nom was too satisfying. And I spilled Coke on my Scarlet. Dang, dude, that's a bummer. That's a bummer. I'm surprised I just broke off of just a little bit of Coke. But dude, rip the Scarlet, dude. Yeah, right now, I have the Motu M2, and I like it a lot. I use the Scarlet for playing live, though. But I use the Scarlet solo for playing live. But yeah. But dude, happy Sunday. How's your Sunday going, Logan, other than being sad about your, what's it called? Scarlet. But Skyer says, mostly Defect and Necrobinder runs. Okay, sick. Honestly, I'll admit, I'm not like super, I asked you, Skyer. I don't know the Slay the Spire meta that much, but I thought it'd be fun to ask. But if I ever get back into playing it, I'll definitely look into those builds, because that's what's up. And Necrobinder sounds hella sick. But yeah, I mean, not that I'm like a fake gamer, but what's it called? I used to, what am I trying to say? I used to play Slay the Spire back when I used to go on airplanes a lot, like back when I was traveling a bunch for like when I was still in tech work. And that's like the one time I'd play hella Slay the Spire, but I haven't played since. So I never got the chance to get super into the meta or anything. But that's sick though. And Die is such a fool. Dog, I'm like looking at a mirror. That's cool, man. I'm telling you, dude, we got the good genes, dude. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Oh, I do have the. Oh. All right, sick. I'm about to. Oh, I already ordered some more. Wait, no, I didn't. Okay, I got a plan. But Simply Dale says, oh yeah, Acme is just another grocery store chain. The drive up saves me hella time and money because online prices and coupons. Oh, you can get online coupons? Future me, when I rewatch the VOD, look into drive up grocery for like Sam's Club. Because I'm slowly converting from Costco to Sam's Club because there's one that's closer to me. And like, it's low-key less packed. They have like more name brands, but it's still like the same discounts. And I do think Costco is better. But also the thing about Costco gas is that the line's always 1 billion, it takes forever. Sandscope gas is like a normal gas station. So I'm like, but it's the same price. I mean, it's like lower price. So I'm like, and I don't know about y'all, but dude, gas went up like a whole $1, dude. I was like, what the? I was like, what the hell? The gas station. I almost had to like give my buddy. My buddy lives on like the exact opposite side of Phoenix, but the car broke down. So I've been like, when we go skate, I'm like, okay, we'll just skate at a skate park near you, and I'll like go to your house and then we'll skate around your area. But I almost had to be like, hey man, you have to split me half of my tank to get over to you, bro. Cause what the heck? But yeah. But Olive Garden was awesome as always. For me, won't complain. I feel that. That's sick, dude. Yeah, I've just never had. I'm not from an Olive Garden family. You know what I mean? I just never really went. So I gotta check it out. But so yeah. But real quick, Scar, my bad. Eric, 87. Are you still doing the free CD? Yes, I am. If you want, what's it called? It's in my bio. You know, you can go to my Instagram. You know, I click the live thing, and it's in my bio under Groovy Kaiju. So the CD is free. All you gotta do is pay the shipping. And low key, the shipping price changes depending on where you live and how many other stuff you add. Because essentially, like if you get just the free CD, then I gotta charge you for like the shipping plus like the mailer plus the blah, blah, blah. But CD is completely free. So yeah, and I'll pack it for you right now if you grab it. I'll pack it for you right now. But yeah, thanks for asking, dude. Thanks for checking this out. How's your Sunday? If you're watching and not getting the CD, but you know what I'm saying. But and Skyer says characters, not builds. Okay, cool. Skyer, oh yeah. I know what you're saying. Okay, I honestly, Skyer, I've heard of those characters. Like I knew they sounded familiar, but I never got far enough to Slay the Spire to like unlock anything other than like the default guy. But I just build whatever the game gives me. Lol. Slay the Spire 2 is pretty good so far, despite being in early access. Okay, sick. Hell yeah. Yeah, I remember watching a GDC talk about Slay the Spire and how they like made the game a lot better by having a Discord server where they would essentially like iterate on like making the game better with the community. It was pretty sick. So I'm stoked to hear that Slay the Spire is like, you know, also going bonkers, because I thought that was a really cool way to like build with the community. I don't know. Yeah. But yeah, okay, this is a CD plus cool. And Eric's, I'm ordering a CD right now. Okay, sick, dude. Yeah, I'll pack it for you right now. It'll even like pop up on like the thing right here. So then as soon as I get in, I'll turn on my printer right now for you and everything. Yeah, thanks, dude. I appreciate it. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff I wanted to talk to all about today. I gotta pull it up. As usual, I'm like behind on everything in life. But yeah, but what was cool though is I learned I don't know if y'all are skate people, but I mean I don't know, some people in here kind of skate, but I got my nose blunts back. So it's like, I don't know if you know, like a nose blunt is kind of like, I don't know how to describe it. I mean I got a tech deck right here. You know, like a okay, let's see if we can do this on stream. Like this is like a nose slide, you know what I mean? Like this.
New merch order from Eric.
And I got it, Eric. You did that fast. Thank you so much, Eric. I'll pack it right now. But thank you so much, Eric. I appreciate you, dude. But you know, this is a nose slide, and nose blunt is like this, like where you're like on the end. It's like, I got those back yesterday. Of course, I didn't do it like that cool. I just did the little end. I was like, but still, it was like, hey. But let's pack Eric's thing right now. And somebody else says, nah, you move at your own pace. Well, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, pretty much. I know that's the kind of like something I've been trying to do more. Is like try to live life like I do. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. Back when like the lockdown times, I used to watch like a lot of like videos on like what it's like to live in other countries. And I remember like the trippiest one was I think in like Ghana in Africa, it's like if a store says they open at like 10 a.m. and you're there at 10 a.m. it's like, why are you here so early? You know what I mean? And, like your hours say you open at 10. You're like, yeah, but you know, yeah. You know what I mean? So I feel like I'm living on that kind of time. I kind of felt that shop owner really hard. But Eric says, I first heard you from Instagram ad and I've been interested in getting CDs since. Hey, well, thank you, dude. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm glad to hear you found me through Instagram. And like, yeah, you know, stoked to hear. I'm stoked to send you the CD. I'll put in some stickers for you too, because you pulled up. You know what I mean? And I appreciate you pulling up. All right, gonna print that out. Boop doop doop. Yo, Captain Cassette. That's good to see. Good to see you. How you doing? How's your Sunday going, dude? Dude, I saw the you also like Basic Printer? I didn't know that. That's so cool. Basic Printer is like super cool. I met them once in person, and they're such a nice person. They're so cool. And like I feel like once a year they're always like, "When are you going on tour?" You know what I mean? And I'm like, you know what I mean? I got money for tour right now. You know what I mean? So, but I don't know. I'm just stoked to see that you're also you know, doing your Rocket Otter with Basic Printer stuff like as launch too. I thought that was really cool. I was like, oh. So yeah. Subideo says that time is only a suggestion. We'll open when we're open. Lol. Exactly. Yeah. Like literally, that's like kind of the vibe, which I respect. And Eric says, "Hell yeah, thank you." Hey, hell yeah, Eric. And this will be it. This is yours. Yeah, let me go ahead and put some stickers in it for you. I'm gonna load it up. Da, 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 da. And then we'll throw one of these in there. And I'll throw in one of these. I'm going to these two. Boom. And then Eric, I got you with some stickers too. I don't know if you can see it, but there you go. And Logan says, "My bad, I had to AFK. I was setting up the Apogee." Yeah, no worries, dude. Yeah, we're over here just chilling, dude. You know, it's Sunday. Got nothing. You know, we just hanging out. Yeah, let me get Eric some of this. Get Eric 2 of these. We're good to go, dude. Boom, boom. Hello. Yeah, I learned nose lunch yesterday, so I was super hyped on that. But I think I told y'all about how like whenever I try to film myself skating now, I always like hurt my back. My buddy Trey was like, "That nose blunt was pretty sick, man. We filming it or what?" You know what I mean? And I was like, "Bro, I want to keep I don't want to have to. I want to be able to keep standing." You know what I mean? I want to sleep good tonight. I can't. He was like, "Come on, man. Do it for the good old days." I was like, "No, man. I'm retired, man." So yeah. But it was a good time yesterday. We were just hanging out. Oh, that's what I did yesterday, by the way. And I can't tell a story. It's not my business to tell, but it's okay. Maybe next time I see Trey, I'll ask him if I can tell the story, because he be telling me some crazy stories on like low key. I ain't gonna lie, like people he be going on dates with. And I'm like, "You do what?" So yeah. But Captain Cassette said, "Good, yeah, Basic Printer rules. Hell yeah, very creative and unique. Things are going great. Partnering with the band on the vinyl repressing. So the first first pressing in the works, dude. That's what's up, dude. Congrats on that, dude. Dude, I'm glad to see you're just like going all in on Rocket Otter. Dude, mind me asking, how's it been like popping off? Have you been getting like a bunch of people come to the store and everything?" And the Captain said, "You settled in your new place? I need to get your new mailing address. I have something to send you to say thanks for helping me get started." Oh, yeah, just send me an email. I'm all settled in now, but I have a business mailbox either way, Captain Cassette. So yeah. Yeah, I mean, but yeah, I'm all settled in finally. Yeah, this is the studio now. And in fact, this is a pull-out couch. I sleep in here. So yeah, it's pretty much my bedroom / music studio. And yeah, I got a living room and everything with the cats. So yeah, I'm all settled in. I got everything hung up on the walls. You can't see it that well because I have to put the camera like this angle. But yeah, there's a bunch of all my show posters up here. I found out a way to use a wireless camera, by the way, y'all. And it's actually pretty sick. You use your phone, but yeah, we'll get there. I don't know. At some point, I'm gonna start. Maybe I can say that, but I don't know, live. I don't know. Actually, the rest of the house. But yeah. And but yeah, thanks for asking. And Logan says, "I found my first ever phone, which was a Motorola Android phone. Yes, I'm new gen. Okay, I got a phone around like a decade ago, but I tried to shake the flash feature over my balcony. Okay, yeah. They broke day one. I'm surprised I kept it. Yeah, I have some of my in fact, speaking of the phone, the way the wireless camera thing works, Simply Dale said, ooh, yeah, the way it works is essentially it's pretty sick. You just go to a website on your phone and then it uses your phone camera and then it can feed into OBS. So like my streaming software. So then I could just, bloop, you know what I mean? So I don't know, maybe I'll set it up real quick because I think I can set up OBS as I'm streaming. So, okay, let's finish packing Eric's order. I'm weird. Rambling. But also, I have to think quickly. I'm like, do I have anything embarrassing in my living room? I don't think I do. Am I doxing myself if I just show the inside of my apartment? I don't think so. Are you talking about? Yeah, it's called, one of them's called Logan, one of them's called Camo, but there's another app that's just like literally, I think it's like BDO Ninja or something. I don't know. Something like that. But it's literally like just a website you go to. Actually, what if I just turn the streams into improving the stream on stream? That'd be comedy. I still really want to do the live beat making idea. But yeah, so I don't know. There's so much stuff I want to do, y'all. There's so much stuff that we can do. I'm so excited. And like a big one is last night, I got I will have pretty much 2 more songs finished from Tape 1. So now we have 3 out of 13 completely finished. And now I gotta make 10 more. But yeah. And then I got a lot of progress done on the whole system thing, so that's really exciting too. I think I'll probably actually make the posting and all that to like actually be able to sit down and like try to onboard somebody in a couple weeks, because Frank is going to visit me pretty soon. I don't know, there's a lot of stuff going on. I'm showing him all my business, but yeah, Eric, if you're still watching, this is for you, dude. But did I spell your name right? I did. Okay, cool. Thank you so much for the support, man. I hope you enjoy the stickers and everything. And yeah, I will be dropping it off inside my my giant order bag tomorrow. So yeah, so it'll be in the UPS tomorrow, and then it'll be on its way to you. Yeah, thanks for supporting, Eric. I appreciate it. Wait, let me see if I can set up the whole camera thing real quick. Eric, yay, cool. Heck yeah, dude. Where's my phone at? My phone's right here. Logan says, I haven't even bought my Shape 0, and now my Shape 1 is almost out, Logan. Yeah, no worries. I mean, it's all good. I mean, if anything, get them both. You know what I mean? My Shape 1's not coming out till like September, is by like the stars will align for me in September. So I'm like, I need to have it done by September. So it's like my most optimal time. My next window is like a whole year from now or something. So I'm like, it needs to come out in September. So I mean, if it's really like to the point where you're like, oh, I'm trying to save up, you know what I mean? Go wait till September and get them both at the same time. But I probably, I don't know. Let me. I mean, I'm already talking about it. I think I'm gonna do some wild stuff in that. I was thinking about it a lot. I kind of want to, you know how like Monster 0 is like, oh, like, it's me with the bump, you know what I mean? Like the whole punch. That has like its own aesthetic. And I kind of want to see if I can approach the same aesthetic, but like with Monster 1. So it's like, either you get in through Monster 0 or Monster 1, and then you can kind of get, whichever one like resonates with you more, you know what I mean? Because some people like the whole punch thing, but I'm like, there's probably another group of people who probably would also like my music that are like, stop punching me. You know what I mean? So I'm thinking Monster 1, I might like, an idea I've had for a while is with Beyblades. I want to do like a Beyblades like video, and I want to do another one that's just like a bunch of people with like a boombox playing Magic the Gathering, like something like looks like Magic, you know what I mean? So no one like tries to be like, you can't put Magic the Gathering cards in your video, you know what I mean? So that way like people can see either one. But of course, everyone in the Kaiju Club, some of those in the Monster Kingdom, like y'all are just, y'all is different. I'll just be like, hey, here it is, day one. You know what I mean? Probably early. I'm probably gonna give it to y'all like a whole like ASAP. Well, actually, yeah, maybe. I know the star thing, but anyways. But yeah, but let me reply to Kevin because I'm sorry. Store traffic is slow. Dang. But I'm still on the soft open. Okay, you're still on the soft open page while your product in. About to have a grand opening soon. Inventory just taking a while. I feel like Kevin said, yeah, running e-commerce stuff. I mean, hey, doing this whole like music record label thing, it's, it takes a while to like really get the ball rolling. That's what I'm trying to say. It's kind of like when you start a lawnmower, it's like you're just like, so yeah. So yeah. But I hope that helped. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. I just got out of the shower, so I'm just like, I just got done working out, so I'm like, yeah, dude. But Logan says, oh, also there's this like one multiplayer DAW I found out about. Me and my friends have made some atrocious beats with. If Monster Tape Zero came out 2022, then you will have a tradition of making an album every year. You should make the last track of Monster Tape Zero perfectly transition to Monster Tape 1. Yeah. I was thinking about that. There's a few tracks that I kind of want to perfect transition from Monster Tape 1. But Monster Tape Zero, I kind of like that it has like the, I don't know if it could. I'm thinking of like, because I already have the Monster Tape 1 tracklist planned out. I don't think any of the songs would be a nice transition for Monster Tape Zero. You know what I mean? And a big reason of that is that, you know, it kind of like, I like to start my albums like, get your attention on the first track. And I don't think there's a good way to like transition from like the, you know, the last Want Some More of Monster Tape Zero. Well, I guess, yeah. Oh, have you heard Monster Tape Zero, Logan? Loki? Because I think it would make a lot more sense, because you said you didn't have it yet. So yeah, you know what I mean? When you hear it, you'll be like, oh yeah, I see what you mean. But Logan also says, e-commerce is the only reason my label hasn't started yet, because Shopify is too good, but too expensive when you're a team with no profit, and fourth wall is free, but not as good. Exactly, yeah. Yeah. That is, you know, that's how business goes, dude. Sometimes you gotta, you know, everything's a trade-off. Logan says, I only heard the vid from Oceanfront. Okay, then yeah. Yeah, when you hear the album, the last song is called Want Some More. And it's like a super slow, like D'Angelo sounding, like neo soul song. So like, I don't think there's another track on Monster Tape 1 that like really fits that exact same aesthetic as that. And like the song is like 70 BPM, you know what I mean? So like, I don't think, unless I did like just some like cinematic intro, I don't think it would really work as like a good intro for the album, Monster Tape 1. And the whole point of Monster Tape 1 is it's supposed to be more like it's supposed to feel like a mixtape, but even though it's an album, that makes sense. Like it's supposed to feel like a DJ mix almost, but it's an album. Because it's like Monster Tape Zero, like it kind of set the standard of it being like kind of like a throwaway album, even though it then went off to be my best album. So it's kind of like, oh shit. You know what I mean? But so I'm trying to like, you know, keep in line with the same feeling of like the series now, you know what I mean? So yeah. Not that I'm actually going like really hard in terms of like some of the songs I'm picking, but yeah, you'll see. And Logan says, I found out about this alternative to like Stripe, but it's only for digital products and I want to make a fully custom front end. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I mean, you could. It would just be a lot of work. That'd be a lot of work. And Logan says, yeah, it'd be hard to transition. Okay, yeah, I'm glad you feel me. I'm glad you see what I'm putting down. You're picking up what I'm putting down, as they would say. Okay, yeah, I'm just trying to grab a stack of this. Okay, let's make the CDs first. We'll pack all the orders, and then I think at the end, I'll try to see if we can get the camera thing working. Monster Tape 1 is going to be on distribution either. Is it going to be Oceanfront exclusive? Yeah, it'll be Oceanfront exclusive to keep in line with the same thing. So it's meant to be for like, for y'all, I mean, for you, for Simply Adeo, for Captain Cassette, everyone that's like been supporting for a minute, and Skyer, you know what I mean? Everyone, I'm sorry, I just looked at the chat real quick. You know what I'm trying to say? But like everyone that's been supporting, it's more like, yo, here's my gift to y'all. Here's like all you gotta do is pay the shipping if you want a physical. And I'll probably make it like free download if you're in the Kaiju Club, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like even at Kaiju Club, blah, like, hey, you can download it for free. But you know, the thing about Kaiju Club is that you had to be there when it happened, you know what I mean? Whereas Monster Kingdom, you can like go back and get anything you want at any time. But yeah, I'm trying to say. And of course, in the Monster Kingdom, I'll probably put in some little extras Monster Kingdom people for the physical. Anyways, yeah, I'm trying to say. I'll figure it out. But yeah, the idea is it's supposed to be exclusive. It's meant to be for like people who've been supporting, or people who are down to support, more than just the 20 cents of Spotify.
New merch order from Aubrey.
Thank you, Morbury. If you're watching, let me know. Oh, Aubrey. Oh, Morbury. Aubrey. If you're watching, let me know, dude. I'll pack it right now, just like we did for Eric. Simidale said, "Yee." Heck yeah, dude. But yeah, I guess we can do a Jermaine update. I feel like Rose is gonna join though. Well, now I'm on the same time zone. I don't know where Rose lives, but you know what I'm trying to say. But here's Jermaine. Jermaine's doing good. Put Jermaine on the thing. We've been keeping an eye on this particular leaf right here, and you could this one. I'm pushing it to the side. I'm like bouncing it. Whee! Or I guess I don't want to bounce all the whole thing, but you know this one. We've been keeping an eye on that one, and yeah, of course Jermaine is just growing it. So Jermaine's doing good. Yeah, thanks for raising Jermaine with me, y'all. I appreciate you for that. It's been cool to have a plant. I like plants. Simply does says, dang, Jermaine, that's what's up. Yeah, I know. Yeah, dude, Jermaine, they're growing up. They're growing up. And Logan says, I wish Shopify still allowed you to have your own site and using payment processing for like $5 a month. And they made a Kanye reference now. Yeah. But yeah. Bam, bam. Also, Logan, real quick, why don't you use like Bandcamp or something? Low key. If you, cause you're trying to start like you're still trying to do like a music thing, you can do Bandcamp, and then like low key, all my homies that do music and use Bandcamp, what they do is they just take the order from Bandcamp and then make, if it's a print on demand thing, they'll just go into the back end of like Printful or Printify, just take all the details from the Bandcamp order and then just fill it in the Bandcamp. It's like, you know, it takes a long time because it's manual, but that would work. And then all you have to do is pay Bandcamp their cut, which isn't too bad. Like, I would still say use Shopify, but yeah. But on top of that too, you get Bandcamp's like organic support. Like they have people just roll Bandcamp sometimes looking for new music. So even though it's not as common as it used to be, but like it's still, people still do it. You can always try that. But yeah, what else did I want to bring up with y'all? Talk about how I got my nose blunts back. That's been really fun. Oh, did y'all see the I assume the Dale probably did. Y'all see the that's a Logan answer video. Did y'all see the MacBook Neo? I'm super hyped on it. I'm not gonna get one, but like the reason why I'm super hyped on it is because I just remember growing up and just always being like, ugh, I hate Apple. Like I used to be like a very big Apple hater because my buddy's dad, who like kind of like got me into computers for realsies, they were a big Apple hater. Because back in the day, Apple kind of like, you know what I mean? They kind of like were kind of like selling more of the brand than they were the actual like, our products are so much better. And like, yeah, they had benefits, but now it's like undoubtedly every Apple product is just leaps and bounds better than like any other Windows. Not like specifically Windows, but like every, like, because they have their own custom chips and everything, they're just crapping on everybody right now. So yeah, and like they kind of like led the charge on making ARM first. I don't know. So it's like wild that Apple now is like undebatably the best in terms of like actual like technical specs and experience, and like they're just kind of, it's a little wild. But I just grew up like just looking at Apple like that's something I could never afford because I grew up like really low income. So I was like, man, Apple sucks because like it's not that much better, and it's just something I could never afford. It's like so much a status symbol than it is like actually good computers. You know what I mean? But so it's crazy to see Apple flip the switch, and now they're making like affordable things for, you know what I mean, for once. And it's like a very competitively priced laptop that is like, wow, you are getting amazing amounts of like, you know, a really good computer for like a decent price. It's like, wow, I never thought I'd see the day. You know what I mean? But and somebody else says, dude, I wish it came out when I was in high school. I know, same, dude, same. Or even just college, dude. Because especially as like a computer science student, oh, dude, I had to jump through so many hoops trying to get stuff to work on Linux sometimes. That would have been so much easier if I just had a Mac. So it's just like amazing. That's like, oh my God, like all the up and coming computer science students. Which, you know, actually at the same time though, it's like tech job market ain't great right now. So, you know, you know, good luck to them. But still at the same time, like learning how to code is probably going to be so much easier because there's like actually accessible technology now. Low-key. But I skipped something, Logan, I'm sorry. I don't use Bandcamp because it's like $28 a month for a label account, but I low-key might use Fourth Wall on Bandcamp and it'll still be cheaper than Shopify. That's the thing, that's the thing, Logan. Well, technically, you don't have to use a label account on Bandcamp, Logan. You could just use an artist account and just deal without the artist privileges. Because a lot of a lot of my homies, I think they still have artist accounts on Bandcamp. But yeah, like keeping it real, Logan, I don't think you're gonna find anyone to do it completely free that's good. You know what I mean? I think it's just gonna have to you got to mow a lawn or something every month. Not to, hope it doesn't sound rude, but you know what I mean? I think that's what's going to have to be. Or low-key, Logan, maybe when your birthday or Christmas comes around, just ask them for a prepaid credit card with $100 on it and just boom. And then you got 5 months of your subscription paid off, you know what I mean? And then see if you can make your money back within the first little bit. But Logan says everyone hated Apple until they grew up. Apple grew up or people? Because low-key, I still to this day, 2000s Apple, I'm still kind of I'm still kind of meh. So yeah. Simply Dale says, I had an Air at the time, but my thermal throttling was killing me. Oh yeah. Yeah, I think in college I had a Asus something. I've always liked Asus PCs, and I used to always just dual boot Linux on them. And that's what I would do, is Ubuntu everything. I always used to be a really big Linux guy back in the day. Because I still was I can't afford a Mac. But it wasn't until I didn't think I bought my first Mac until Hey, thank you, Jeremy. If you're watching, let me know.
From Jeremy.
If you're watching, let me know, Jeremy. I'll pack it right now. But yeah, I don't think it was until 2000. It was 3 years. It was actually when I for real got hired in an agency to do code work. It was around the time I got a Mac, but it was 2 years after that. So I think it was my third tech job. As my Asus computer blew up, and I was I just need to get a MacBook Pro because the hinge broke on it, and I was this is unacceptable. You know what I mean? I have to do this to make money. So yeah. But Logan says, hell yeah, I'm building a home lab, procrastinating, using Mac. Yeah, the budget MacBook is making Apple make everyone have one, low income or not, and it's the same price as the majority of Chromebooks with student discount. Exactly, Logan. That's what I love about it. It's the same price as a Chromebook, which is what? So yeah. Yeah, you're spitting, dude. And TR, dude, bro, what are you doing? What are you doing for dinner? What's up, dude? Good to see you. How you doing? So I'm still trying to save money dinner-wise, TR. Thanks for asking. What are you doing for dinner? What's your Sunday dinner? But I'm still trying to save money for dinner, and so pretty much I had a bunch of just random noodles in my pantry because I been trying to I want to eat all the food that I have in my apartment, and then I'll go grocery shopping for real because I want to because when you move, you kind of realize, oh wait, I have a bunch of chili that I never ate and stuff you know what I mean. So I'm trying to you know what, I'm not trying to waste any of this food. I'm not gonna keep. I don't throw away food ever really, so it's I don't waste food that often. And not that I'm oh, super anti-food waste. It's just to me, it's you're throwing away money, dude. I don't got money to be thrown away right now. So I pretty much made the most cursed spaghetti where it was fettuccine, Hello Kitty ramen noodles that I got for some reason, some black bean spaghetti noodles that I bought because it said high protein noodles. And actually they're not bad, but it's also kind of just they're a little weird. They cooked hella weird. And then some other squiggly Trader Joe's noodles that I had 1 pack of in my pantry. It's the most cursed spaghetti. Not gonna lie though, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's actually not bad. So I was okay, hey. I cooked the fettuccine first because that took longest to cook, and then I put the other noodles in at the right time, so they weren't too soggy, and I was didn't do a bad job. Drenched in marinara sauce, and there you go. I was not bad. Put some green beans and chicken in it. Hey. So yeah, so it's chicken, green bean, pasta. So yeah. And Subido says, thanks for asking, Tiara. That's true too. I wish it came out in college. I spent $2,000 on the touch bar. I hated the touch bar, dude. Touch bar MacBook Pro, and as soon as I did, the M1 chips came out. Bro, I would have went to Tim Apple's house and punched him in the face, dude. I hated the touch bar. I was this is stupid. And I remember the touch bar came out when I worked at Google, and I like held on to my 2015 MacBook Pro. So I was like, I'm not buying a touch bar. Yeah, eventually they realized they goofed on that. And then they went back. But yeah, I used to have a touch bar MacBook because, you know, when you work at Google, they would just give you a laptop to work off of. So yeah, so that was I would have been pissed in the day. I would have been like so pissed. But yeah, I have a M1 MacBook Air. It's like over there. And I like it, but it's starting to show its age a little bit. But it's like nothing bad. Like you know what I mean? I've even considered selling it because I don't really use it anymore. Because I still had it because that's where I used to write code. But now I have Ubuntu. So I'm getting so nerdy. I have Ubuntu for Windows subsystem, and it works pretty good. So I'm like, okay, well, I'll just write everything on Ubuntu for Windows, and all the code I write right now is just like small little web app for Groovy Kaiju stuff, like the doubloon thing. The whole like I don't know if you've ever seen that, but whenever it's like, hey, like get the whatever, and it's like, by the way, do you want this? I wrote that code myself. So because of that, the only thing I ever code nowadays is that. And like some small like website things. But even in it all, yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. But Logan says, I'm starting a permanent running business with my grandma. It's a mix of people and Apple. And now Apple is, I'm reading all your messages at once, Logan. Now Apple, so being, yeah, Pacific Plaza uses an artist account. But yeah, I don't know, okay. That's cool you're starting a company with grandma. That's actually super, super sick. I like to hear that a lot. I mean, just because, I don't know. I wish my grandma and I used to be really close when I was like little, but then, I don't know, as I got older, I don't know, it's, you know, life, family stuff happens. But, and it's a mix of people in Apple. Yeah, I agree. I mean, Apple's not a lot more consumer focused while eliminating Microsoft. Yep, I agree. But doesn't Pacific Plaza have an artist account? I know, I don't want to, I don't know off the top of my head. I'm not gonna lie to you. They might, because they never like invited me to like when I would release to them, invited me to be a part of like the label or anything like that. And not even as like a shade to the homie Alex. But I think they do have an artist account. But don't quote me on that. Because I never like at Pacific Plaza, and I never like hey, do you have an artist or label account? Like directly ask them that. You know what I mean? So yeah. And Logan says Hello Kitty ramen noodles are low-key, genuinely slept on. Yeah, they actually were pretty good. They weren't bad. I was like, oh wow. I forgot how I got them, but yeah. They were just in the pantry for some reason. And somebody says, as long as you don't get sick of them. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think at some point I'm gonna get sick of pasta, but dude, I'm kind of, I've been eating the little like air fryer pancakes still every single day. Like I kind of like wake up every day like, ooh, I can't wait to eat my air fryer pancakes, because I just, I get like I have a little like ceramics bowl I made. I can show you actually. I'll be right back. Let me show you this bowl.
Holy mackerel!
Oh my god, I got raided by somebody, but I just left. Hopefully I can see who it was. It's too far. The rare eel. Hey, rare eel, that's what's up. I know. How you doing, dude? Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate the raid. Yeah. But yeah, I made this like I had like a company work. Oh, my phone number's on it. I can't show you the. Oh, my docs my phone number. I'm scared. But it's, I don't know. You can't even see it anyways. Okay. Cherry Cola Bunny. Hi, good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. How's your Sunday going? We're just talking about how to make pancakes in the air fryer. And but yeah, I use this bowl. You see how it's like, it's not like super bowly. It kind of has a flat bottom. So I just fill this up with a ton of honey, and I get the air fryer pancakes, and I just, and yeah, and it's like they're like little muffins. They're so good. So yeah. Ooh, it's good. Thank you. So yeah, but why did I bring that up? I forgot. But yeah, I pretty much. Oh, I'm talking about getting tired of food. Yeah, I'll be right back. I'm gonna put this back. But yeah, I've been waking up every day. Like I think it's because of the honey. Like you want to wake up every day and just be like, I look forward to eating honey. So it's hella good. Hella good. And I haven't got tired of it yet, thankfully. And Logan says, I love the touch bar, bro. What? You can skip YouTube ads while using the playhead thing in the touch bar. When I use the Windows at WSL with Arch, I use Arch, by the way. Wow, yeah. Yeah, I didn't like the touch bar at all, Logan. Just because I just wanted the actual buttons. Because a lot of the buttons you would use for like code stuff, so I was like, this is kind of silly. But there were some small convenience things like that. Like I'm not gonna lie, like changing my music with the touch bar wasn't too bad, Logan. Oh yeah, Cherry Cola. We're also talking about how much we did like or did not like the touch bar on the MacBooks back in the day. And oh yeah, we had Windows WSL with Arch. That's sick. Yeah, Arch is sick. I used to run Arch as well. Oh my god, I did something silly. Skyr says I would just drink honey out of the bottle if it was easy to do so. I'm not getting, so that's where I hit my limit, Skyr. Because I used to low key. I used to be the exact same way. Because I had a buddy once that used to make mead, and because of that, you need like a ton of honey, and they would just let me like eat the honey. I would just eat it raw. Nowadays, I would never do that. That's way too much sugar. But yeah, I used to like literally eat too much honey. And like I remember once they gave me like, yo, if you want, like here's all like the professional mead grade honey, and it was so good. But I ate so much of it, I got like, oh, I don't feel so good. You know what I mean? So it was a limit. My body was like, no more honey. But yeah. And how's my Sunday, Cherry Cola? Thanks for asking. I'm a little baby. I don't remember those. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, I mean, they're kind of like, I mean, it's kind of better you don't remember. They kind of suck. But my Sunday's going good. Yeah, I woke up. I fed my cats, and my cat missed the litter box this morning, so that sucked. Because I woke up and I was like, "Why does my room smell like poop?" And I was like, "I'll have to see what the surprise is when I get out there." And I couldn't find it, and I went to the actual litter box, and like they pretty much like went right over the edge. I'm sorry, this is gross, but they went like some of it made it in, some of it didn't, and you could smell what didn't. So I had to like essentially like clean all that up this morning, which wasn't bad because it already like dried up, but it just made the house smell, and I was like, God damn it. But then after that, ate my air fryer pancakes. I went to the gym. I didn't have time for cardio, which I'm kind of bummed about because then I had to start streaming. But yeah, I mean, I did like 3 hours of cardio yesterday skating, so it's like I'm like, yeah, I'm not really tripping. So yeah. Yeah, thanks for asking. How's your Sunday, Cherry Cola? Did I already ask? You said it's good. Okay, cool. That's what you respond to. Yeah, no, we're good. Hell yeah. But Korean duder, yo, Torch. Still hunting, but no Suicune? Dude, good luck, man. I'm sorry to hear that you still haven't got Suicune yet. But that's cool you're getting Suicune. Cannot wait to hear when you get Suicune, because that's going to be super lit. I'm going to like pop some bottles or something for you, dude. But how's your Sunday going other than no Suicune, Korean duder? Somebody said, oh, damn. Yeah. I was like, damn. But to help with that, though, you know, I Googled it a little bit, and they were like, oh, you should buy some charcoal bags. Because like for that situation, I guess charcoal will like absorb the smell. So I pretty much just went on Amazon, got me some charcoal bags, and they came with hooks. So I think it's I have like a litter box enclosure that's also like an end table. So what I have on top of the end table is like their cat carriers and like an air purifier. So the air purifier helps a lot in terms of just like them kicking up all like the litter dust, but also too, it just makes the living room like, it's so nice to be in here. Besides like maybe the fact that if the cat just took a dump, then it's like, it's not good to be in here. But if it's good otherwise. Yeah, I live in a 1-bedroom apartment, so yeah. But so yeah. What was I trying to say? Oh yeah, so I have an air purifier on top, and that helps a little bit. But I'm gonna put the charcoal bags there because and like hook them onto the end table thing. So I'm hoping that will like help the smell a lot. And then on top of that, I use litter deodorizer, so I'm trying to like make it not smell at all. So yeah, I don't know. We'll figure it out. But slowly becoming a pretty goated cat dad. But Cherry Cola says, I drew stuff. Oh, sick. That's what's up. That's cool. Yeah, I wish I could draw better. What kind of stuff you drawing, Cherry Cola? Are you doing like your own OC stuff? Are you doing like fan art or anything? What do you like to draw? Yeah, Rariel, if you're still watching, I appreciate the raid, dude. Hope you're having a good Sunday, dog. Yeah, talk about MacBook Neo. Another thing that's exciting, again, I'm sorry if I'm always on my, I don't know, I said lately, my thing I've been into lately is like ancient philosophy and stuff like that. I've been like watching hella YouTube videos about that and like podcasts about it. But because of all of that, I ended up taking like an astrology class, and I took the final exam, so I might be a credentialed astrologer. Low-key. I will find out in 2 to 4 weeks if I have credentials in astrology. So I'm pretty hyped on that. But on that exact note, I know not everyone's into that, so on another note, what reminded me of doing all the ancient philosophy stuff was I hope my brothers get mad at me about bringing this up. Oh, but real quick, Cherry Cola says, I'm a first-time commission artist, so basically anything. Oh, okay, sick. I'm not good at body poses. I feel it, yeah. I mean, hey, you know, I guess you're just getting started with commissions and stuff, so that's pretty sick. But congrats on getting like your commissions and stuff. That's really cool. Yeah, congrats on that, dude. That is what's up. And Subadeo says, ooh, hoping for the best then. Yeah, exactly. I'm hoping too. Because that would be so sick. I don't know, I feel like it's just a really random skill to have. You know what I mean? Like, for example, you know, like, you have any homies that are ordained to like do weddings? Like, NetNavi is ordained. You know what I mean? So every time someone's like, I'm getting married, like, you need someone who's ordained because I can marry you. You know what I mean? So I'm pretty stoked now because I'm excited for the day I end up at like a party or something. I'm like, man, if only I knew an astrologer, I'd be like, well. Just like how NetNavi can be like, I'm ordained. Just a random skill to have. But yeah, Cherry Cola says I drew some cursed shit and I hope you pass. Thank you, Cherry Cola, I appreciate it. Hey, sometimes you gotta make cursed stuff. I mean, I like to make my cursed art here and there too. Lately, my thing I've been trying to do is just turn anything into like drum and bass. That's been like my cursed thing I do sometimes, and like when I got like a free 5 minutes, just chipmunk a song and like add. You know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta just embrace the curse. And somebody else is look at them with the rock eyebrow. You need an astrologer? So yeah, but again, I know not everyone's into that. So I guess switching gears to a whole other spiritual thing. My brother and I used to talk like once a week, but then they end up like, you know, then they end up getting like really busy with like the stuff they do. They're trying to get into like the film world. But I mean, I'm not trying to paint my brother out to be, you know, questionable person. Like they're awesome. But just by happenstance, he ended up getting a job where he had like multiple people interested in him, and he was like, well, you know, yeah, he's very like about the Bible. He's like a Bible guy. So he was like, well, you know, in the Bible, King Solomon had multiple wives. So like, why can't I? I was like, that sounds like trouble, especially if it's like at work, bro. You know, because I'm his older brother, so sometimes I'd be like, as your older brother, I don't know, man. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. And then what's hella funny is that then I went to a wedding, and then I had my old room. So I had multiple old roommates, and my old roommate, and like their best friend, but also like a good friend of mine, his name was P-Bar. He was like, hey man, how's your brother doing? I haven't seen him in a while. And I was like, oh yeah, he's doing good. And I like ended up just telling the story, like, you know, like, yeah, and he said like, you know, King Solomon had multiple wives. And then my buddy P-Bar grew up in the church, and he was like, your brother does know that was the downfall of King Solomon, right? And I was like, I don't think he did. You know what I mean? So it was just like extra funny because like he, you know, not to describe my brother is very knowledgeable about like what he believes, you know, what he believes in, but it's just funny. He was kind of like, yeah, no, but like it didn't say it wasn't wrong. You know what I mean? Like, it was just kind of silly. Like the writing was on the wall, what could happen already, but he was like, it just didn't say it was wrong. I don't know, it's just funny. But Cherry Cola says, you seem cool. I'm gonna ask follow you to raid you more often. Oh, thank you, Cherry Cola, I appreciate it. Hey, I'm glad to hear I'm cool. Thank you. You as well. That's cool. You're drawing cool stuff, cursed stuff. Oh dear and oh goodness, yeah. So yeah, I love my brother. Yeah, I should probably call him again sometime. But at the same time, I don't want to bug them, you know, because I know they're like doing their art as well. Because I know what it'd be like sometimes. Sometimes you try to lock in, and I'm like, bro, I'm sorry, I can't get dinner tomorrow. I gotta lock in. I gotta make 10 songs by May, bro. But I'm Real Maui, such a chill guy. Hey, thank you, dude. I appreciate it. Appreciate you stopping by too. Thanks for the kind words. How's your Sunday, Maui? If you got a sec, if you feel like sharing, you know, no worries. And Maui says, I got your CD on autoplay every time I turn my player on. Hey, that's what's up. That's so sick, dude. Yeah, same. I like my car stereo also just auto plays every time I start the car. So I just, whatever CD I got in there is what's playing. Did this break? Oh, it did. Dang. But dude, thanks for letting my CD be the one that's auto playing. That's what's up, dude. Thank you. yeah, I explained daylight savings time in Arizona. Yeah, so that kind of like threw off my whole everything. I knew it was happening too, but I was like, dang. But on that note too, actually, I mean, Simply Dale Skyer, since I know y'all are regulars here all the time. Are all these broken? No. So my next week stream schedule might be a little weird. I mean, Tuesday is coming up, that'll be normal. But after this Tuesday, what's interesting is I have some friends driving down from LA to come to like a baseball game thing out here, and they said they're leaving Sunday evening, but I don't know what time Sunday. So depending on what time they leave, I might stream or not. But I think I might just start later. I might just do like an hour later or something. No, like I'll let y'all know by Tuesday. And then Tuesday, so not tomorrow, not Tuesday, but the next Tuesday after that, Frank is staying with me to like do a show. So that Tuesday, I might have to. Actually, you know what? I bet Frank is the kind of guy that might be down to just pull up on stream with us, and maybe I can get like a microphone for Frank. I don't know. Just know like next week's stream schedule might be a little funny. I don't know. I'll like maybe I'll post on my story. Shout out to the whole Kaiju Club. There's only like 4 of us. I don't know. I'll figure out the plan by Tuesday and I'll let y'all know next time. But just keep it in mind just in case. But yeah, maybe I'll just have Frank on stream. Me and Frank could just hang out. We could all hang out with Frank. Because I'll be sleeping in here. So yeah. But Maui says, Sunday's been chill. Had me a date last night. Went great. Oh, that's what's up, dude. Congrats on that. That's so sick. I always like hearing about people going on dates. It's just so cool, dude. It's fun. You know, it's exciting. It's something new. You know what I mean? Trying to get to know somebody. If you don't mind me asking, Maui, what was like your favorite part of the date? If it's PG-13. You know what I mean? Or like what was the most wholesome, fun part of the date? And somebody does, okay, yeah. I'll try to make a more well thought out plan, but yeah, I'm trying to be very on time and consistent with all these, but yeah. But at the same time, I'm like, life also be happening, so I'm kind of like trying to find that fine. You know what I mean? But I don't want to like, okay, well, you have to see me on this day, and then this day on my stream. I don't want to make it random. I want it to be like a schedule. But yeah, I will figure it out. But yeah. And then Maui says, sat for real like 3 hours in a cookout parking lot just talking. Oh, that's so nice, dude. That's how you know it's going good. Plus daylight savings time came around, didn't get home till like 5. Oh, dude, I'm so glad to hear. That's sick. Dude, congrats on having like such a good connection with somebody on the first date. Or did you say first date? No, you just said date, so who knows what the first. But you know what I'm trying to say. That's cool. You had like such a good, fun date where you get to just really connect with someone. I love that. Like genuinely, that I don't know. If you talk to anyone that knows me in real life, they're like, oh yeah. That's how Groovy is. He's always like, who are you talking to? Yeah. I get it from my mom. My mom is also really nosy when it comes to that kind of stuff. And Cherry Cola says, oh, you make music, you're even cooler than I thought. Oh, thank you. Yeah, all the music that's playing right now, Cherry Cola, is my music. This is all my music. So I had to go under Aviscerall and Groovy Kaiju. So yeah, thanks for all the kind words. I appreciate it, Cherry Cola. Like for real. And then Maui says, second date? Okay, sick. Hell yeah. Cool. I guess there's gonna be a third then? Hell yeah, dude. That's what's up. Yeah, I feel like first 2 dates are like the real like vibe checks. The third is where you kind of like settle in and like, okay, where's this going? You know what I mean? So I feel like the third date is kind of like it's like the one that's like, yes, we're doing this. So dude, good luck. I'm so excited for you. That's sick. And Cherry Cola says, oh, don't mind if I do. Thank you, Cherry Cola. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm on Spotify and all that, everything. So yeah, if anything, you get started there. This is Aviscerall, and the other one's called Groovy Kaiju. So like, you know, you're groovy, groovy. And then Kaiju like a Godzilla, and like a Kaiju like, but yeah. And she's super open to new music, about to put her on to you. Hey, hell yeah, dude, thank you. I appreciate it, dude. That's sick. That's cool. She's in the. I don't know. Like I remember. I'm gonna lie, dude. Like a big part of me deciding if I like somebody is like, what's on your Spotify playlist? I mean, I make music, so to me, it's like something that's really important. But yeah, I feel like the chasing music isn't, and also if they don't like me, it's fine. It's fine. But you know what I'm trying to say. Like I feel like I like it when people that I'm talking to have like a really interesting music taste. Like if I get in the car and they're playing that like some shit I ain't never heard that's really good, I'm like, oh yep, they're the one. This is it. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something about that too. Open new music. Oh, one of my like most I mean, yeah, it's probably up there. One of my favorite things I've ever gotten in the Kaiju Club was someone bought Monster Tape 0, and they just sent me like locally they sent me like a video of like I guess like they were like for some reason I think they were like filming something like an Instagram reel with like someone they really had a crush on, but then like that ended up becoming their first date when they like filmed something together, and they let the camera on like as they got in the car, and so because of that he like split up the part of him putting in the CD and like her listening to my music and was like, oh my god, like you have such good taste in music, this is so good, and he was like, hell yeah, you know what I mean? So it was like it was so adorable because like you could tell they both really liked each other, and like my music made him seem cooler. You know what I mean? I was like, hell yeah, brother. You know what I mean? It was like the nicest thing I got. So I don't know. Hopefully you have the same experience, Maui. That or she'll be like, the fuck is this? I don't know. Yeah, Superchat wingman from afar, lol. Exactly. That's the thing. Is I was like, dude. Heck yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I got the wingman with these beats, bro. Let's go. You know what I mean? So, yeah. And Maui says, put her on a Japanese jazz fusion, and she loved it. Oh, sick. Hell yeah. Okay, well, if that's the case, then yeah, your boy kind of, you can't go on me, so yeah, nah, me. But yeah. So that's sick though. She's in Japanese jazz fusion. You put her like the Takanaka or like Cassiopeia. Or what's Japanese jazz fusion? I mean, there's a lot, right? I know Takanaka's like the Masayoshi right now. Is they kind of going crazy right now on everybody's playlist. And Cherry Cola says, I just subbed to your YouTube. Can't wait to listen to them. Hey, thank you. I appreciate it. Sick, yeah. Yeah, I appreciate you taking the time, Cherry Cola, to check it out. But yeah, you ever stop back around, let me know what you think. I'd appreciate to hear your thoughts. Hopefully you like it. And Maui says Takanaka first, that's what got me into it. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, are you into oh well, you said it got you into it. Heck yeah, dude. That's super sick. Yeah, I like a lot of Takanaka. I think I know like I don't know, it's not Takeo, but I think it's Teiko technically, Teiko Anuki, like the album Sunshower. I know like more of a singer and it's more like city pop, but I like how like jazzy it is. And do you like Ryun Senkei? I think they're also pretty cool too. Tokyo Sniper. It's also very like Japanese jazz fusion. But again, they have a vocalist, but I don't know if that that's more city pop. You know what I'm trying to say? I feel like Teiko and Ryun Senkei kind of like really ride the line of like Japanese jazz fusion and like city pop. If there really was a difference, but yeah. And Cherry Cola says, most likely will like your music. I like metal, jazz, vaporwave, pop, etc. Oh, sick. Yeah, if you're a vaporwave fan, you probably like my stuff. Especially jazz, because I make like I feel like I make a lot of jazzy vaporwave stuff. Everything except country, I feel it. I feel that. And I'm also a big I like metal too. I don't make any metal music, but I do Suedeo knows I made like this crazy like I don't know what to call it, but it was like a Linkin Park like electronic remix. It was kind of wild. Where like I like sped it up. It was kind of like hyperpop Linkin Park. It was really cool. That was like honestly one of like that's the kind of like cursed music I like making. But yeah. But Maui says, I gotta head out. Have a good night of your stream. Dude, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for sharing your stories, dude. Thanks for being down to share my music with someone you just started talking to. You just started dating, and I don't know, dude. Good luck on the third date. That sounds like it's coming, and yeah, I appreciate you sharing all the good vibes, dude. So yeah, have a good night, dude. Thank you. Oh yeah, Maui's a real one for that. That shit don't make my whole day. And then I need more of the. And Cherry Cola says, well, Dolly Parton is good as hell. Yeah. Yeah, Dolly Parton's also like super sick. You know Dolly Parton? So I just happen, honestly, I don't listen to a lot of Dolly Parton, but I happen to know a lot of her life story by happenstance. But she grew up like, I think in like a shack in like the middle of like Kansas or like some Midwest state. Just super like 12 siblings, had to take care of her parents. And then grew up in the church or something. And through growing up in church, she started singing. And then just like by happenstance, kind of through that, ended up becoming Dolly Parton. So like she like literally came from like the mud and like made her way out like crazy. It's like the greatest country underdog story of all time. And then on top of that, what like makes her extra cool is that she then took all her money and then like reinvested it back into her hometown to like make like a theme park about her. That it does decently well, and like it gave a bunch of jobs to people from her hometown. So it was like pretty sick. So yeah, we stand Dolly Parton. Yeah, she's kind of repping. She's for the people, you know what I'm saying? But yeah. But I don't know if I told you this too. So my dad. Oh, another thing about my brother too. Speaking, you know, this whole thing where he was like King Solomon had multiple wives. What's the title of the stream? Oh wait, real quick. Cherry Cola says, I love that the only reason why Dolly isn't a billionaire is because she always gives. Exactly, yeah. Exactly. She's always just like trying to help out the people. She's a real one. But yeah, the reason why I made the title of the stream, what cartoon character are you? Is because of my brother. Because like me and him talk all the time. Or, you know, we're talking a lot more. I mean, you know, we keep in touch. But what's it called? I remember once one of my buddies met my brother. And like a week later, they were like, dude, you and your brother are like Huey and Riley from the Boondocks. I'm like, I'm Huey. He's Riley. You know what I mean? So yeah. And so I think that's why I made the title of the stream. What cartoon character was basically what I forgot to tell. It was supposed to link into that story. But yeah, so I think my cartoon character, at least in the context of me and my brother's relationship, is I'm Huey. But I don't know. Other than that, what other cartoon character would I be? I don't know. What cartoon character would y'all be? Silverdale? Cherry Cola? You ever like that? I know it's a little like corny, a little bit like a kid thing. It's like, I want to be Jake from Adventure Time. But like, you know what I mean? What was that? What was your cartoon character? I feel like I wanted to be Dash as a kid from Incredibles. I was like, dude, Dash is so cool as a kid. I want to run hella fast. No, I thought Static Shock was super sick. And Cherry Cola says Anais from Gumball. Oh yeah, they're super sick too. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. I always led Darwin too. Oh, too bad. I always want to be Ben 10 so bad. Yeah, dude. Dude, the theme song for Ben 10 still slaps too. Oh man. Oh hell yeah, we got some sick cartoon characters. And BoJack Horseman's my spirit animal, Skyr. That's sick. Yeah, I've watched like, honestly, I'm kind of on sleeping on BoJack Horseman. I've only watched like a handful of episodes, but it seems hella good though. And Kaiju Man 1954. Hey, how's it going? Dude, it's going all right, dude. Thanks for stopping by. How's your Sunday? Been a bit since I joined. Yeah, dude, no worries. How you been? We've been over here just chilling, you know, packing orders, you know, same old, packing orders, hanging out, going to the gym, chilling, eating spaghetti, you know what I mean? So yeah. Disco, now it's too late. What do I know? And Cherry Cola says, when I was younger, I really loved him from Powerpuff Girls. Oh yeah, him? Yeah. That's the thing too. Yeah, I love how like, I hope this isn't like getting crazy, but like how like queer coded him is from Powerpuff Girls. Like Loki, if you think about it. I mean, you don't have to think about it. Let's keep it real. It's pretty obvious. You know what I mean? But what's it called? And to me, it's like, I don't know. The more as I get older, the more I'm like, yo, Powerpuff Girls was kind of way ahead of its time. Because Craig McCracken was just like some dude that was just like, you know, going to CalArts and was like, yeah, I'm gonna make some a cartoon about some whoop ass girls. You know what I mean? And like, I'm like 19. You know what I mean? Just made like one of the greatest cartoons of all time. And like, even back in the 90s, knew like, oh, Powerpuff Girls need like a queer coded semi-villain. You know what I mean? Like, not even actually a villain, like a, you know what I mean? And Skyler says, yeah, no, him is clearly slaying. Yeah, exactly. And Kaiju Man real quick says, Sunday is good, just got back a bit from seeing Richard III a bit ago. What's Richard III? Is it like a movie that just came out? And Cherry Cola says, him was my opening to my love for drag queens. That's what's up. Hell yeah. Yeah, him is pretty dope. Yeah, Powerpuff Girls is kind of ahead of its time. And Kaiju Man says, classic William Shakespeare play. Oh, sick, hell yeah. That's what's up. Yeah, low-key, I kind of want to get more into theater, I ain't gonna lie. The only time I went to a theater play was to go see Cats, and I was like, I don't get it. I hate to be a Cats hater, but dude, I just didn't get it. And I watched it, and I was like, this is long as hell. I don't get it. And Kaiju Man says it was so intense, it took a lot out of me to watch it. I feel it, yeah. Yeah, that's the thing, that theater can be super sick. I just, yeah, I mean, I'm sleeping. I gotta wake up. Wake up! Wake up! Bum, 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 bum. And Kaiju Man says, that's most people's first reaction to Cats. Yeah, true. That's true, yeah. Yeah, I do think it is like a pretty deep level, you know, you gotta really like theater to get it. But yeah. Video says, yeah, it might have been the wrong show for the first time, or yeah, true. I like Phantom of the Opera, though. I like Wicked. Wicked's pretty sick, I ain't gonna lie. I've only ever seen the movie, though, but I'd be down to go watch the play version. So I was like, hey, you know what? Wicked, not that bad. Like, honestly, one thing, it just now hit me how funny this was when 3D Blast said it when they came on the stream. But I remember 3D Blast was like, Wicked's pretty good if you've got someone in your ear telling you that it's not good. You know what I mean? I was like, damn, Slate, they're spitting, dude. It was actually just their birthday yesterday, too. I told them happy birthday. But yeah. And Skyer says the only real play I've gotten to see was Fiddler on the Roof. That sounds like a... I never heard of Fiddler on the Roof, but that sounds like a wild play, dude. They got somebody on the roof fiddling. I don't know about that, man. That sounds like a recipe for disaster. And Kaiju Man says, excuse me, Cats is basically a bunch of poems adapted into music and some kind of story, and some idea of a story. Yeah, exactly. It is very like, yeah, exactly. That I definitely saw that. Yeah, for me, like the story was really hard to follow. I didn't really get what was happening half the time. Which, you know, I mean, I'm just not like, my brain isn't developed enough to understand. I ain't gonna lie to you. And Cherry Cole says drag queens inspired some of my art as well. Hell yeah. That's sick. Yeah, it's like one thing is, I don't know, I like kind of like larger than life art, you know what I mean? So I feel like, I don't know, hopefully I'm not coming off crazy by saying that, but I feel like drag queens are very much of like larger than life. It kind of reminds me of like, I don't know if this sounds super mega inappropriate or crazy, my bad if it is, but like that kind of like drag queen inspired art, I feel like would very much remind me of like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, because a bunch of like larger than life buff dudes, you know what I mean? I don't know. Is it that kind of Cherry Cola, or is it like, or am I way off? Because that's how I'm imagining you are right now. It's like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure except drag queens. But Kaiju Man says Fiddler's a classic musical. Okay, sick. I'll have to look into it. Maybe if I get somebody to invite me to Fiddler, I'll be like, all right, sick. Maybe it's pretty good actually. And I'm tripping. All right, cool. We're gonna pack some vinyl real quick. But Butter says, "Yee, what's up? What's up, Butter? Good to see you, dude. How you doing? How's your Sunday? Anything new with you?" And Logan says, "My bad." Oop. Gotta print this out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. Logan says, my bad. I was setting up fourth wall in Bandcamp and I'm finding a place that makes nice laugh cuts. So I find some artists to make physical media of, and I'm good. And I was listening to in the background like a podcast. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I kind of trying to do. Is I try to, not that I'm like trying to like do a podcast, but like I try to make it so it's like easy to just like put on the background. So that's how I used to watch Twitch too. Most of the time, I'm never like locked in watching a streamer. I'm always just like, I'm doing something in the background, and I'm like every once in a while I'll pull my phone, like, you know what I mean? So I try to make it so it can easy to engage with it that way. But yeah, dude. Yeah, go for that. I know Elastic Stage is kind of like the up and coming right now for laugh cuts. So you can look at the Elastic Stage for laugh cuts. Kunaki has laugh cuts too, but they like, I don't know, I might move to Elastic Stage though, just because from the holiday time, they're just like, look, you can't buy vinyl from us right now. We're just too slammed. It's like, what the heck? So yeah, because everyone is like, oh, I'll just use Kanaki and make my like friend a mixtape vinyl for the holidays, and just like completely slams all their stuff. But Cherry Cola says, I wish. I like the makeup and the outfits. Okay, sick. I'm glad that you also. Oh no, I like messed up. I'll have to do this by hand. But Butter says, good at the laundromat. Oh wait, no, Cherry Cola, I like makeup. Yeah, exactly. Well, I'm glad to hear that you like the idea too of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure drag queens. But okay. 5'2", 5'3". Not 5'4". 5'5". There's one I'm missing. 5'2", 5'3", 5'4". There's all of them. The other one just come in. Oh, it did. It didn't. Okay. There you go. Cool. And back on the podcast. Go to the laundromat. Oh, Butter says, good. I'm at the laundromat with a girl. I get to be with her for 6 whole days. We're on day 3. Oh, sick. Yeah, I remember you were saying last time you stopped by and you're like, I got a girlfriend now. Dude, congrats on getting a girlfriend. Glad to hear that y'all get to spend time together for a whole 6 days. That's what's up, dude. Hope you enjoy the time, dude. Thanks for letting me. Hey, Butter, let's go. Yeah, now someone earlier, Butter 2, was like, I'm on my 2nd date. Let's go. You know what I mean? So, dude, everyone right now, finding love. Let's go, dude. Hell yeah. And Subideo says, no joke, I actually grabbed my work laptop and started working for overtime because of us chilling. Hey, well, hey, if it works out, dude. Hopefully you getting paid overtime, because then, hey, make that money, dude. Let's go. And Logan's, I guess Kaiju Man real quick says, how's the music making going? It's going good, dude. Yeah, Logan, because I know you just sent me a bunch, so we got Kaiju Man real quick. It's going good. I finished up like a new song a night ago, or 2 nights ago, for Monster Tape 1, and then tonight, probably after this, I'm gonna go ahead and finish up one more song. And then, because I have to make about 13 tracks for Monster Tape 1, so it's going good. And it's been nice too, because like normally I actually don't get that much time to make music because I'm doing all the streaming, all the order packing, so on and so forth. So every time I go into FL, I'm like, can I still do this? Hey, I still got it. If I may, I still got it. So yeah. I mean, it's not like I take a huge break or anything, but you know what I mean? You're always like, ugh. You get like every time I open FL, I'm like, well, we'll see what happens. And then I'm like, actually, yeah, this shit got a bang. But yeah, thanks for asking, Kaiju man. That stage only has that stage doesn't do. Oh, okay, I know they only did black vinyl. Kanaki ones come warped. Dang. Yeah, none of my Kanaki ones have come warped, thankfully. Oh, and that stage it's like 4 months to ship. Okay, well thanks for letting me know. Dang, that's a bummer. Because I'll have to find another backup then. Just remember what the Popeyes slogan says: human beings in the mob. What's a mob to a king? King to a god. In the wild, and they said, "May I take your order?" I was so embarrassed I left. I feel that, yeah. Yeah, I've definitely done some other things, like just gotten super hyped in my music when I was like driving to the drive-thru. I've been in that boat, same. Logan. Cherry Cola says I'm really bad at mask body types. Yeah, I can imagine. Just because I don't know, like muscles and stuff are kind of hard to draw and not make it look like goofy and like not make him look like the Michelin Man or like Cloud People. So I feel it. And me and my boyfriend's 8th month anniversary is coming up soon. It's small but big. Hey, congrats on that. Congrats on your anniversary. That's sick. Hell yeah. Like somebody else saying, 'tis a season for love. Let's go, dude. Hell yeah, let's go. Yeah, for real, congrats on that. Making relationships hard work, you know what I mean? So that's awesome, Cherry Cola. Hell yeah. And Kaiju Man says, by the way, you were talking about Ben 10 earlier. Did you see the live action movies? I don't think I did. Because I kind of I remember like I stopped watching, like, YouTube kind of like took over for Cartoon Network for me, like towards the tail end of Ben 10. So before any of the live action stuff came out, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, we were talking about Ben 10 because some of the day I was like, I want to be Ben 10 as a kid so bad. Which I was like, hell yeah, dude. I feel that. Yeah, Ben 10 was a vibe. Kanye made the right choice in Frank Ocean for that. Yeah, Frank Ocean is so good at music. So good. Butter says she heard you and she heard you say that I talked about her last stream and she got embarrassed. Oh, my bad, Butter. Ignore the first you heard them. Okay, cool. Yeah, my bad, Butter. I don't know. I was just like, I don't know. I hope that. Okay. Butter didn't say anything. Butter never mentioned anything. I'm just really happy for him. I just psychically, telepathically knew it happened. Somebody else, Unk still got it. Yeah, dude. I don't know. It's like I'd probably make like probably open up FL Studio like at least once a month. But I don't know. Hopefully with the everything we got going on, hopefully I'll get some help soon. I could probably just start pumping out more music pretty soon. I'm not trying to make like too much music, but I'm trying to say, like, I'm just trying to like, again, I want to get to the point where I have like so much in the vault that I can just share the cream of the crop rather than having to just like put out every song I make. I'm never like putting out like bad music. You know what I'm trying to say? I'd love for it to be like every song I'm like, this is an 11 out of 10. That makes sense. Cherry Cola says I already mentioned that. And Butter says you got y'all going to a Planet Fitness. I might have to do a Planet Fitness too, Butter, because my apartment job, I live in Arizona, so it's like mega hot right now, or starting to get hot. And dude, the AC was set to like 90. I was like, why did you guys put the thermometer to 90 in the gym? That's dumb. So I might have to also get a gym membership just to like stay cool in the gym, dude. So I feel you on that, Butter. And Butter says she's being adorable. Aw. I'm never talking to me again. That's cool. I'm glad you're having such a good time, Butter. Y'all having such a good time together. That's adorable, dude. Hell yeah. I'd love to hear it. And Cherry Cola says, alumni, male, female, me relationships usually fall through quickly, so this is big for me. Oh, sick, yeah. I feel you on that. Yes, again, Cherry Cola, I know this is big because it's hard to make something work for a while, you know what I mean? So yeah. So congrats on that. I'm glad to hear that it's big for you, and I think it's big for a lot of people, honestly. Because one of my like closest friends, they're also in a similar boat where it was like always like 1 month in and like someone would get cold feet and it just would fall, you know what I mean? So yeah, congrats on having like a stable relationship. That's so sick. Thank you. Okay, hell yeah, Cherry Cola. But no, I legitimately, I know where you're coming from. Not like me personally, but I have a lot of friends in similar boat, so yeah. Kaiju Man says, I just asked the director of the first live action movie was Bill from Bill and Ted. Alex Winters for the Ben 10 movie. That's so, I didn't know that. That's cool. Did it have like any like silly moments to it, Kaiju Man? Or was it just like, you know, did Bill and Ted just know how to make a really good Ben 10 movie? And then Logan says, and I see what Dale's saying, milestone. See, hey, see what Dale feels me. Milestone's a milestone. Hell yeah. Logan says, all right, I'm gonna keep locking in because I've been procrastinating my label too long. Because I haven't been digital distribution. Okay, I feel it, dude. See ya. Catch you around, Logan. Thanks for stopping by as always. Tortureless 2224 in chat. Yeah. Groovy Kaiju, aka Groovy Kaiju's manager, aka Aviscerall, aka Groovy Godzilla, aka other stuff I forgot. Hell yeah, Logan. Always good to see you, dude. Thanks for stopping by. And 444, dude, good to see you. How you doing? Quality over quantity? Yeah. Well, first, how's your Sunday, dude? Always good to see you. And exactly, yeah. Yeah, it's not even I'm trying to like make more music just to like pump. I mean, a little bit, because I would like to, you know, I would love to be releasing singles as I'm working on Unstable 1. That way, it's not just like kind of going to be like radio silent on like the Kaiju Club, not like radio silent, but like it'll be more just like, hey, like here's what's going on. Than it is like new single, you know what I mean? So I would love it if I was still releasing music while working on Unstable 1. I just can't. So yeah, you get what I'm trying to say. But I would also just love it if I could have like, I don't know, like sometimes people will hit me up, they're like rapping stuff, like, bro, I'd love to rap on some of your beats. But I'm like, I ain't got no beats. I got no hidden beats. You know what I mean? There are no hidden beats in my computer. All of them are released. So I'd love to like have like a vault that I could be like, hey, do you want to work together sometime? Here's all my like, you know what I mean? Vaults you can go through, and if you like any of them, let me know. You know what I mean? So yeah. And Kaiju Man says, it was a live action Ben 10 movie. That's as much as I could say. Exactly, yeah. That's what I figured it'd probably be like, I ain't gonna lie to you. But I feel it. Alright, sick. So we gotta assign 2 vinyl. We gotta put CD in there. Late some sugar on me. Dude, I'm not gonna lie, that double, I don't know if you can hear it in the song, but the shusha sweet, I love that, dude. I know I made it, but still, I don't know. When I did that shit, I was like, ew, that shit actually worked, that's crazy. You know what I mean? Sound better than I thought it would. Butter says, yesterday we went to the mall and had a back in time event where we got rings because she's really into monogamy, but she's too shy to wear it on her ring finger. Oh yeah. That's adorable, dude. Hell yeah. But yeah, I feel that, you know. Sometimes it's shy. I mean, I know y'all just recently started like getting together. Yeah, as things go on, it'll be I'm sure, you know what I mean. I'm just so happy for you, buddy. That's so sick. Hell yeah. Yeah, plus mall dates, dude, that's OG. Low-key, I miss all my like mall dates. Used to go to like on mall dates back what's it called? In like high school and stuff. They're always like a lot of fun. And then Kaiju Man says Alex Winters has some crazy stuff. His MTV series, The Idiot Box and movie Freaked are some bad shit, insane projects. Yeah, I have to look into Alex Winters. Yeah, future me when I rewatch the VOD, look into Alex Winters and stuff they directed, because yeah, I haven't seen any of this. Well, that's it, Kaiju Man. Hell yeah. Thanks for putting me on, dude. I appreciate it. And Cherry Cola says, oh, that's cute. I know, yeah. Everyone's and their season of love. That's simply what they was saying. Hell yeah. Bing. Let them make Valentine's Day too. And Butter says they drove 2 hours to my town so I can show her around my place. Okay, sick. Hell yeah. That's cool. You get to share where you're from and stuff. Yeah, what's wild about skating, dude, is that whenever I'd start dating someone, they, we get to the point where it's like, oh, let me show you my hometown. I'd always be like, cool. Where's the skate park at? It's like how like skate brain in me is like, okay, your hometown's not cool until I see the skate park. And Chico says, never been on a date before, lol. I feel that, yeah. Yeah, sometimes, I don't know, sometimes, I mean, it depends on how you define a date. Cause like, yeah. Cause sometimes I feel like I've been on dates with people where like, I didn't even realize it was a date till like years later. And I was like, oh, you know what I mean? And Butter says I gotta go. Okay, yeah, no worries, Butter. Yeah, enjoy your time with her, man. You know what I mean? We're chilling. I'm gonna be here, so like, enjoy your time with her while you got it, and dude, don't worry about it. I'll catch you around, dude. And then Cherry Cola says skateboarder brain. Lol, yeah, exactly, yeah. Yeah. Sometimes it gets the best of me. Especially if like the person I'm dating was like, oh yeah, I used to like have friends that go to the skate park, and I'm like, I to really understand you in your high school days, I need to see the skate park that you used to go to every once in a while. I don't know, it's just skateboarder brain. Sumadeo says, that's fair, you guys see the local life first before you decide? Yeah. It was just like a silly thing. I don't know why, but it's just like, I don't know why, but it's just, that's the thing. And it's like, has nothing to do with them at all. It's just for some reason I'm like, this town isn't cool until I see the skate park. And then they're trying to be like, oh, we should move to my hometown and everything. It's just like, I just gotta see the skate park. If I'm here, I gotta see the skate park. So yeah. And yo, Lane, actually, I'll say more on that, but real quick, Lane, yo, what's up? Sorry for not making your streams, I've been busy. Yeah, dude, no worries at all, Lane. It is super chilling. We just be hanging out, dude. But how you been, Lane? It's been a little bit. How's your Sunday going, dude? How's life been? It's good to hear from you. But yeah, similarly, like even when I travel, like for example, whenever I like travel somewhere for work, dude, I'd always be like, I gotta see the skate park. Like I used to always travel with my skateboard and stuff, because I feel like you just, to me, you don't really know a city. Like I don't know. It's kind of like what's it called? You know, like I think ants do this. Don't ants like feel the world with their antennas or something? Not ants. Something like some bugs feel the world with their antenna. Like that to me is like, for me to like really understand a city, I have to be on a skateboard and skate around to be like, okay, I understand the city. I don't know, you know what I mean? Like I know the streets. Gotta see the streets. So so a good example is like when I went to Berlin, or even New York City. Like I always like try to take like at least an hour or two, or like, you know, if I can a whole day, to just skate around, go to like skate park to skate park, just to not even like to I'm a skater, but just like to see all the different like arts in the city, to see like what the ground is like, what are the local shops, what are the liquor stores like. Like I feel like you just, you know what I mean? You know, the streets, man. You gotta if you're gonna go see the streets, you know, I don't know. So yeah, that's how I assess a city these days. Like if I'm really gonna be like when I go to Chicago, like dude, if I ever go to Chicago, which I'm sure at some point it's gonna happen, but when I go out there, it's gonna be like, okay, cool, I'm gonna go see the Bean. My friends drive me around, I'll take Ubers places, but then I'm like, now I gotta get in these streets, you know what I mean? So yeah. But I know it's not for everybody though, so yeah. And Kaiju Man says, I'm so glad a mall nearby has a Lego store. That's sick, dude. Yeah, there's a mall out here in Arizona that I live next, not next to, but there's a Lego store. It's pretty sick. Yeah, Legos are kind of cool. I wish I was more into them. I was into Bionicles. I mean, we talked about it a bunch before, but I was used to being Bionicles, but I never got into like proper Legos, even as a kid. I was sleeping as a kid. And like for some weird reason, my like mom wanted me to get my stepmom hella wanted me to get into Legos. She was like, bro, like Legos are gonna make you smart. Please like Legos. And I was like, huh? You know what I mean? I'd rather play Sonic the Hedgehog on Dreamcast. Like Legos, yeah, you know, I had some, but I was like, you ever play Sonic Adventure though? For the Dreamcast? Like I did, I just remember saying that. Not like, you know, not in 2025 lingo, but you know what I'm trying to say. And Lane says, been good. Totally, today's been really chill and surprisingly warm. It's been hot out here by me too. And so I just went to a nearby mall as well. Actually, yeah, what's going on? Why are we all in love and go to the mall specifically? This is a interesting synchronicity we're all having. But that's sick, dude. Hell yeah. Yeah, when's the last time I went to the mall? A week ago. My buddy Newport. Yeah, I looked at some Rick Owens. I was telling everyone last time. But dude, that's cool. I'm glad to hear you had like a good day. You know what I mean? Enjoyed, get some sunlight. That's one thing I'm starting to feel that remember, I think I mentioned last time, like a while ago, back when I was in my old place, I like wouldn't go outside as much because I just work on music all the time. And I started to feel like really like sluggish, like, oh shit.
New merch order from DJ.
Hey, thank you, DJ. I appreciate it. If you're watching, let me know. I'll pack it right now. But what's it called? So yeah, I'm starting to feel that way again because I've been so focused on moving and everything, getting everything all set up. So today I went on a walk and I was like, oh, you know, the Roy Ayers song, everybody love the sunshine. Bang, 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 bang. That's how I felt. Dude, R.I.P. Roy Ayers. I'm pretty sure he passed away. If he didn't, you know, the Zach Fox. R.I.P. Roy Ayers. He ain't dead yet, but for when he died. It's fucked up. I'm pretty sure he passed though. If he didn't, I'm gonna feel so bad. Now I gotta look it up because I'm gonna see how canceled I'm about to be. But honestly, Roy Ayers had such a good Tiny Desk. Yeah, oh, wait. Oh yeah, they oh, what's the weird, they died almost exactly a year ago. Damn. R.I.P. though. But let me read what somebody did say. I'm sorry. Also into my like. Oh, but somebody says, feeling the city underneath your feet through your wheels. Honestly, I feel like I've been chasing. Like, if you ever want to just sit down somewhere and watch the sunset and feel the wind? Yeah, honestly, dude, all the time. I'm not gonna lie. I be feeling that way like every day, month, year, week, century, dude. But yeah, no, for real though, I've done that a couple times. Like sometimes I've just gone to the beach and just like, you know, enjoy like the sunset and the wind. And on the West Coast, man, we enjoy our sunsets on the beach, man. On the West Coast? But yeah. But no, I've definitely been there. I'm on my touch grass area, dude. I'm trying to like really lean into that. We gotta do another you know, Groovy Kaiju field trip, and we'll all like touch grass and enjoy sunsets to get somewhere. And Lane says, Lamau, yeah, I feel the same way, to be honest. Finally some good weather for once. Yeah, I know by you it like snows a bunch, right? So it's probably like, oh my god, finally. But I'm the opposite, because for me it's like, yay, good weather, but it's starting to heat up. It's Arizona, so it's like that. Give me one more month, I'm gonna be like, guys, I'm gonna look like Jabba the Hutt just melted to one giant blob. Oh damn. Cherry Cola, Capricorn rising. Hey, Cherry Cola, you know what's up? Yep, that's me. I have a very, you want to know another fun fact, Cherry Cola? I have a very similar chart to Ariana Grande. Ariana Grande is also Capricorn rising. But yeah. Superchat is so down, yeah. Yeah, I think when's the last time, honestly, I was looking at my photos the other day, and last time I think I like went to go do a sunset thing was with my brother and like one of my homegirls. That was really fun. Cherry Cola says that's cool. What about you, Cherry Cola, if you don't mind me asking? What's your big three? But yeah. Yeah, honestly, I do want to engage with more sunsets and stuff. What's cool too, Arizona has a lot really nice like mini hikes out here, so I might try to do one of those at some point. But at the same time though, it's like, you know, I'm like about to miss my window. The thing is that they have out here though, that I really want to do, but we didn't do last year, was there's a thing out here called like, it's like tube something, like tube lazy river stuff. Because the way like Arizona is, like I guess like there's like a river around here where like it's like a salt river or something. So it's like very heavy. But anyways, everyone buys these tubes and like you just grab a bunch of like beers, but and stuff. I don't drink, but like you grab a bunch of beers or like whatever you want, and you just like lazy, like there's like a natural lazy river out here that like you can do during the summer. So it's like when it's like 120 out, you go and sit down the lazy river and just enjoy the river. But yeah, someone I knew used to call it toilet tubing because like the river is so gross. Then I looked into it, and apparently they like super treat it because it's like people come to Arizona for it. So hopefully this year I do it, because we were supposed to go last year, but we just never did. But Simply a Day, you know, we got the same hair, so I'm kind of like, I don't want to drag my hair through a bunch of just like salt water that like is clean enough to swim in, but I don't know if I want, you know, I'll have to find like a certain hat or something. But yeah, just trying to wash that out would be crazy. Oh, I can bring my buddy Trey too. Oh, I should just tell Trey about it. Yeah. Okay, sick. Maybe I'll just go with Trey. Anyways, we're talking about Capricorn. Hell yeah, dude. This is my time has come. I might be credentialed. But Cherry Cola says, I only know I'm a Capricorn, lol. I don't know my sun, rising, sun, or moon. If you don't mind me asking, Cherry Cola, what's your birthday then? Because I can tell if it's your sun sign just based on that. Because if you're Capricorn by sun, then you'd be born in like December, right? But if you're not born in December, then it must be your rising or moon. January 5th? Oh yeah, I think you might be Capricorn then. That's probably your sun sign. That's pretty cool though. Yeah, it's your sun sign, I think. Yeah, just quick Google, but yeah. But cool. Yeah, your rising and stuff, it depends on the hour of the day that you're born. It's pretty crazy. And I think when you talked about zodiacs before, I looked it up, and I'm Capricorn rising too. Simply a Day, let's go. Fucking, we're that guy, dude. We're that guy. Hell yeah, dude. That's sick. And Simply said, yeah, that might be some damage. And hey, King, dude, good to see you. How you doing, King? Dude, thanks again for doing the Moments of Magic base cover. I don't know if you saw that. I mean, this was probably a while ago, but I don't know. I just remember the other day. I was like, I watched it again. Like, hell yeah. But yeah, if you haven't, y'all, I mean, again, no pressure, but King 2, they do like base covers, and they did a base cover of like Moments of Magic. It's on the YouTube channel. It's the exact same Twitch name, just on YouTube. It was pretty cool. I was like, hell yeah, dude. But again, not even trying to be weird about astrology stuff, but because I've been watching all these ancient philosophy videos, the reason why the rising sign, like it changes every hour, because quick, not even astrology, like history lesson. Pretend it's the BC times, right? And you're in Egypt. It's midnight, and your friend goes to you and looks and says, when is the sun coming up? I don't know, it's night. You know what I mean? I don't know, it's nighttime. How would I know? And so what they did to figure that out eventually is they just looked up and they saw the star patterns and stuff. And then eventually they were like, okay, this cluster of patterns is called a deacon. And like, blah, blah, blah. And they found out how to divide up the sky into 36 deacons across the entire globe. And then depending on when they would rise and like what star patterns were rising, they would be like, oh, it's this time at night because this cluster of stars is over here rather than right here it was. You know what I mean? And that's how they told time at night. But then, of course, because it's BC times, they were like, this god rules this deacon, this god rules this deacon, this god rules this deacon. And so your rising sign essentially is like a cluster of like 3 deacons. Yeah, depending on what hour you're born. Because essentially it's the 36 divisions of the sky. Yeah. And that's on some ancient BC philosophy. Some Plato, some Socrates. You ever see the Instagram reel where it's like a guy in a toga? It's like Plato going to Socrates. Bro, you trying to think right now, bro? You trying to think, bro? What do you mean you don't want to think right now? Dude, get out of bed, bro. We gotta go think, dude. It's silly. But King says pretty good. I appreciate it very much. I joined last time, but the stream just ended. Oh yeah, I remember King. I'm sorry, yeah. Well, I'm still going for like another like hour and a half. Yeah, I usually try to do 3 hours just because at that point I'm like, I usually get hungry. You know what I mean? But yeah, Jericho's, that's cool. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. But yeah, I learned that, and I was like, oh wow. But I never thought about that. I was like, how did they tell what time it was at night? Like that's where a lot of it comes from. Is it was just like, what time is it right now? I don't know, man. It's nighttime. To me, that's just so funny, dude. because it's just like so far beyond removed from where we are now. We just check our phones. Like, yeah, it's this clock. It's like 7 o'clock. What do you mean? But back then, that was a real problem they had to figure out. And King says, yeah, I got done with work and it said ending. Oh, I'm sorry, man. Yeah. Yeah, it might be a little bit better too for schedules and stuff, just because I was saying this earlier, King, but Arizona doesn't do daylight savings time. So when everyone else switches, we stay the same. But to just switched again, we're now back on time with LA time or West Coast time. Not saying that you live on the West Coast, but you know what I'm trying to say. So like my stream schedule kind of like shifted with LA, if that makes sense. Dun, 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 dun. Cool. Yeah, all right, sick. Thank you, King. Hell yeah. I'm trying to think, was there another cool thing I learned about nighttime stuff? I don't know. Oh, Theo says hydrate. Okay, let me put this tape on this box, and I got you. Cherry Cole also says hydrate. All right, I'm about to double hydrate. I'm about to kill the rest of my Shack juice, dude. Boom, 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 boom. All right, Shack juice, double hydrate. Thank y'all, I appreciate it. All right. We did it. And I got stretched real quick. But since we got what's a Capricorn thing that I learned? I don't know. You're ruled by Saturn. That's pretty cool. Saturn. I feel like Saturn's the coolest planet. Got the ring, dude. And my favorite Capricorn thing for both Cherry Cola and Sibley Deo, it's the animal represented is the goat. So we're the goats, dude. We're the greatest of all time, dude. We're the goats. But yeah, I love Saturn so much. Yeah, it's a scary planet though. One thing I like to do too is I like to look up like, I don't know, there's like a thing that's been going on in YouTube, but people will make like 3D renders of like what it would be like to fall within like planets, and it gets kind of creepy. Where like they did one on like Jupiter and stuff. It's like, oh, when you enter Jupiter, it's like when you first enter the atmosphere of Jupiter, it's like lightning, and then you get on the inside, and then it's like super cool looking pink clouds and stuff. And when you get to the core, it's like death. You know what I mean? It's like literal hell. It's like, oh shit. But so I've been watching those videos out of the kind of in my pasta of just like, what would it be like if you fell into Saturn? And it was like, first you would like get decimated by all the ice shards that make up the rings, and then you would like suffocate in like lightning, and then you would, yeah, it's like, oh my god. But yo, Dark Slums is a hydrate. Hey, for sure. Thank you, dude. Somebody else says, oh real? Yup. That's the goats. Yeah, and Cherry Cole is sea goats. Dark Slum. Hey yo, lol. Yeah, my bad. I didn't mean to call you. I just said it on the thing that you said hydrate. I'm sorry, but how you doing, dude? How's your Sunday? Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, dude, sea goats. That's my my Capricorn fun facts. But again, I don't want to be goofy in case some people are like, get that out of my face. But yeah, it is a transition though. I've been watching space stuff. And what's really cool too is low key. What I've been, I probably should find more of these, but NASA, because like, you know, our taxes pay for NASA, every picture NASA takes is then public domain because your taxes paid for it. So sometimes, dude, if I need like art for something that's like semi-space related to my music, bro, I'm going to NASA's website, dude. I'm just, yo, my taxes paid for this. You know what I mean? So you're allowed to use it like for commercial use and stuff. So just a pro tip, you're gonna need like make a space thing, just go to NASA's like image library. They even have videos too. Like even all like the educational videos they make, you can use those. So if you ever like, I mean, sometimes they look a little silly, but sometimes it'll be like hardcore, like, you know, really good looking 3D renders of like space stuff. And Cherry goes, that desk movement scared me for a sec. Oh my bad. Yeah, it's a standing desk. Yeah, I was telling the story once. I ended up getting it because pretty much it was like the first time Bitcoin was like becoming like a big thing before it was like known how bad it was. Yeah, I mean, I guess before it was like publicly known how bad it was. But yeah, I had a friend that like got super into it. They're like, bro, like I'll sell you this like desk. Name your price, but you have to pay me in Bitcoin. I was like, $100. She's like, if it's in Bitcoin, I'm about it. So I bought $100 worth of Bitcoin, gave it to him, and it like tanked the next day. It was pretty. I felt bad because he's my friend. I don't want to laugh at him, but it was also kind of like, it was kind of funny though. Let's keep it real, you know? You know what I mean? It was kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie. But just the situation, and like, yeah. And if somebody else says, ooh, I didn't know, gives me an idea for a visualizer background, like get some videos. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, definitely. So I would, yeah, like deadass, it would make some really good visualizers, especially if you don't mind throw some effects on it. You know what I mean? It's not gonna, you know, not gonna make like cool ass music visual or stuff, but like, you know, saturate it. Maybe like do some cool overlaid thing. You know what I mean? With like a space transition, loop some stuff. I bet you can get something looking really cool. But you can like essentially like sample the visuals from NASA. You'd be to a pretty good start. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so you know what I'm saying. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying, bro? You see what I'm saying? Yeah, okay. The Cherry goes, I thought the desk was breaking. Oh yeah. Imagine just. Once that happened though, where this exact same desk, I don't know what the heck my cat was smoking this day, dude, but I was on like a super mega important like business work meeting. Like it was, I never have meetings this important. It was like the one time I was in like an important meeting. It was all like during the lockdown time, so I was on my camera. And for some reason, my cat was like, I've never done this in my entire 4 years of life. But today is the day I'm gonna jump from the ground onto your standing desk because I want your attention. And literally my cat jumped from the ground a good like 5 feet in the air, landed on my keyboard, and then ripped everything off my desk when they fell. And thankfully my video didn't disconnect, but I was just like, in the meeting I was just like, unmute. My cat just destroyed my desk. Give me 1 second, I'm sorry. Do it again. You know what I mean? But yeah. Like, it literally ripped out like my audio interface, my keyboard. I think I had all kinds of, I had like an iPad up here, just ripped it all down. And then of course got scared and ran out of the room and like left me alone after that. So, oh shit. Cherry Cola. Father, watch this. Yeah, exactly. Cat.mp4, exactly, yeah. Exactly, dude. Cat behavior. But yeah. That was my cat Dio. Speaking of JoJo earlier, they're named after a JoJo character, Dio. I'm not like a super huge JoJo fan, but I'm not gonna lie. It was I was dating someone at the time where I got the cats with them. Oh, I'll give them 2 exclamation points. But yeah, and they wanted, they were like, yo, we're gonna name him Dio. But I ended up keeping the cats. So I had a cat named Dio. He's a silly one. He's the silliest one. But yeah, I think I got them in 2019, so they're almost 7 years old, dude. They're gonna turn 7 in October. Cherry Cola, man, I really want attention right now. Breaks a wall, yeah, exactly. I'm just glad they're not the kind of cats that like knock stuff over. Like they've never just like thrown stuff off the desk to like get attention. So I know if like, you know, if cats like get attention starved, they'll start doing that, but my cats never do that, they just sleep. Except Dio. Dio gets the zoomies. But I also think it's because I have 2 cats, so like whenever Dio gets the zoomies, he like messes with his sister. And he's just like bugging her. So it kind of works out. But yeah, since we're on the topic of space, what was that? One of my, so my dad was kind of like he was kind of like a granddad from the Boondocks and Debo from Friday, like were combined into a single person. And which I know is a crazy description of a human being, but yeah. But I remember once, I think it was like 2015, like when Elon Musk was first like, bro, I'm trying to go to Mars, bro. Like we need like OG, and they were talking about on the news. And I remember my dad was watching it in like his lazy boy and was like, man, all these billionaires gonna leave me on Earth? Man, fuck Earth. I don't want to be stuck on here, a shitty ass Earth. And I was like, damn, Dad, like, you were born here, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, why are you so jealous? Just like yelling at the TV, like the Simpsons, like man yells at cloud or something, like the Simpsons old man. You know what I mean? I was like, Dad, why? Dude, why are you so angry? I was like, let them go to space. We didn't need them here anyways. Let these billionaires leave, bro. They can go. But sweet as his mouth, understandable. Yeah, exactly. But it's just silly to me. It's like that's such a rant. Cause I don't know, he was just like kind of could be grumpy sometimes, and I was like, dude, why? It's a random thing to be mad about. You know what I mean? I don't know. To me, that was silly. That was just so silly. And on that note too, I remember my dad, like, he was also like very old school, so he didn't really understand code stuff. I think I remember I mentioned this before, but so like I was always like super nerd. I mean, obviously I'm super nerdy and stuff. So I like always like computers growing up. And he was always like, man, those computers are whack. Why don't you do some real stuff? Like, I don't know, go outside and talk to girls or something. I'm like, nah, man, because I'm learning Ubuntu, Dad. I'm learning how to use Linux. I'm playing a Digimon World on my jailbroken Wii. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to talk to no, you know what I mean? So yeah, somebody used to always be like, man. But it was just funny though, because I remember, you know how like people, I heard this is actually still popular to this day, but like people will buy little like TV boxes, like Amazon Fire Sticks and stuff, and they'll like hack on a bunch of like IPTV, just like low-key illegal TV watching, where you can like watch anything pirated for free, and it's just all through like one little TV box. And people still to this day will bootleg them. Anyways, my dad was also he would like low-key recognize he could, you know, make money hustling those. And then I just remember he's always making fun of me for liking computers and like learning how to like jailbreak my PSP and stuff like that. And then, you know, he was like at some point 55 with his goddamn reading glasses and like a TV tray dinner table, just like trying to jailbreak an Amazon Fire Stick. And I was like, oh, how the tables have turned. You know what I mean? How the tables have turned. I'm like, Dad, you're just a script kiddie. So yeah, it was funny. But yeah. This video says, I'm one of those people with IPTVs. Hell yeah, dude. See, yeah, I don't know. If you lived out in my hometown, dude, my dad could have slammed you. I mean, like, you could figure one out. I mean, we're both technical people. You know what I'm trying to say? It's just funny how that was like a thing. And Skyer says, oh, how the turns have tabled. Exactly, yeah. Yeah, I know that. Yeah. I know the phrase too. See, I'm smiling so much, my cheeks hurt. Alright, sick. Yeah, it's like all the big stuff I wanted to bring up. I was telling stories about. I was living my life. Yeah, I've been also taking lots of pictures of flowers. Not super random, but I don't know, I'm kind of like, I'm trying to think of like what I can do with all these flower pictures, because I feel like I can make like a Groovy Kaiju series of them with just like a bunch of like cool flower pictures, because we have a bunch out here in Arizona, so it's always like bright out here. You know, when the plants get water, they like bloom really nice because they get so much sun. So I'm trying to like, what kind of music can I make to like, not that I'm trying to make music for the flowers, what am I trying to say? So I've been out here for like a year now, so I'm starting to get like inspired, you know what I mean? So I'm like, what's the Arizona Groovy Kaiju album gonna sound like, you know what I mean? So I always like made music like very like Long Beach, that's where I lived. Most of my like adult life has been in Long Beach, you know what I mean? So yeah. a lot that's inspired by living in Long Beach. And then Cherry Cola says, this reminds me I need to draw another emote for Father Eel. Oh, sick. Hell yeah. That's cool you're drawing emotes for them. Yeah, what kind of emote are you going to draw, Cherry Cola? It's also a cool name, by the way. I like the name Cherry Cola. Do you like, by any chance, Cherry Cola, do you like Happy Cola, the artist? That's like one of my homies. They make similar music to me as well. How the tables have tabled. Yeah, exactly. I was just about to type Happy Cola. Lamal, yeah. Hey, so we're on the same vibes, yeah. Happy Cola, nope, that's a cool name. Yeah. Yeah, they're all, I mean, again, not to tell you listen to all this music, including my own, but yeah, just because you both got the Cola vibes, there's an artist named Happy Cola that makes like a lot of like really fun and happy dance music. If you're interested, I met them, they're really nice. Try to get more cola people in your life. That's one that I know. But have y'all seen the Instagram reel of it's like a guy dressed up as like Sora from Kingdom Hearts, and it was like when me and my girl get into an argument, she calls me a heartless nobody. I think I mentioned that before on stream, but it came up again, and I was like, that's comedy. Only the other day I was driving, and some guy had a super sick like what's it called, like anime car wrap. They had a Miata, had like a spoiler wing on it. License plate was Bae, just B-A-E, and they had like some anime girl rap. I was like, that's so sick. I'm like, dude, I want an anime girl rap so bad. In my car, that would be so sick. And Jiggy Lat, what's up, dude? How you doing? Thanks for stopping by. How's your Sunday going? It'd be dope to collab with you. I want to rap over on your beats. See, I was just saying, see, it just happened. Yeah, Jiggy Lat, just earlier I was saying that like, well, first, thanks for asking to collab and stuff and to rap on some of my stuff, dude. I appreciate it. But I was just saying earlier on stream that I don't have like a vault of beats. Like all my stuff beats I've already like just released, and like because of that, it like makes the whole like collab process really weird when it comes to rap stuff. So I was like mentioning earlier, I was like, I wish I had like a vault, like more time to make like a vault of beats to give out to like rappers and stuff. So if that ever happens, I'll let you know. I mean, you know, reach out, but like keep in touch. But yeah, as of right now, I don't have any like beats to like license out or anything like that. But thank you for asking though, I appreciate it. And thanks for stopping. Let me know how your Sunday's going if you got a second, dude. Stoked to hear. But Cherry Cola says, I'm gonna draw his eel with a little police siren on it. Oh, that's pretty cool, Cherry Cola, that'd be sick. Heck yeah. Mr. Video says, Happy Cola's Baby got some good music. I'm using a song from them in my next mix. Hey, hell yeah. And Timmy says, dude, I want to find a place that can wrap my car. I know, dude, same. Yeah, I don't know how much wraps cost. I think they can be actually like not that expensive. And they last, I think, about a year before they start to get kind of goofy. They only lasted for so long because, you know, like the weather elements get to them. But yeah. And these are all the emotes I drew from. Oh, sick. That's so cool. That's rad, Cherry Cola. That's cool that you're drawing emotes to help them out. That's awesome. Sick. Yeah, what else? And somebody says, oh snap, those are good. Hey, somebody, hell yeah. Well, I guess y'all ever heard of 6-Star? Like 6-Star opened for Star Junk the other day, and I was like, oh shit, let's go. Future Funk opening for Star Junk. Let's go, dude. And Cherry Cola says he's actually one of the first streamers I actually watch. Hey, that's sick. Cherry Cola, yeah, that's awesome. That's cool. Yeah, I feel like we all find like that one person. We're like, yo, like that's my streamer right there. That's my guy. That's my dude. And Subido, so that's 6 with Panic Pop, right? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, 6 and Panic Pop are always working together. I was like, let's go. All right. Dun, 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 dun. All right, sick. We got all the vinyl packed. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, by any chance, did y'all watch the Tyler Perry? I mean, this is so random, but oh, you must have made for another streamer. Oh, those are super sick too. I like the Big Chungus one. That's sick. Cherry Cola. But yeah, do y'all watch FD Signifier by any chance? They're like a big video essay YouTuber, and they released a 4-hour video just breaking down Tyler Perry's career and like his place in like the media landscape and stuff. Cause I didn't know this, but Tyler Perry is a billionaire, dude. I didn't know Tyler Perry was a billionaire. And it's all like his own productions and stuff. And like they have their own movie studio in Atlanta and everything. It's pretty wild. All off of Medea movies, dude. And Skyer says, yay. Oh, you watched the Skyer? Or just you confirming that Tyler Perry is indeed a billionaire? Yeah, the Cherry Cola, that's cool, yeah. But the thing they really got into was just kind of like some of the subtle messaging that Tyler Perry be low-key putting in their movies and stuff. Oh, and Cherry Cola says, I love Medea. Yeah, Medea is pretty, I mean, I love Medea too, I ain't gonna lie. Even though I'm about to get into this. Oh yeah, I watched it. Okay, sick, yeah. So the Medea movies go crazy. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I didn't know Tyler Perry was that like Medea was that popular. I thought it was like very much like a more like low-key thing. I thought it was like, you gotta watch BET or else you don't know who Medea is, you know what I mean? But I didn't know Medea was that popular. But yeah, anyways. But it's a really good video if you ever like are super curious about like Tyler Perry's place in like Hollywood and like representation for African American people. It was pretty crazy. Or I guess black people, but you know what I'm trying to say. I was like, dang. But the big reason why it like really hit hard for me was because the analogy he used was that like Tyler Perry built a table, like, you know, built a table for him and like all of his like different people, and how like Tyler Perry doesn't necessarily always let other people benefit in the table that he's built, and like how that like kind of comes off weird compared to like other creators like him in a similar position. But it's just trippy because I kind of realized recently that I'm like, oh wow, like I did that whole Crystal Nostalgia show, but then before I started doing, you know, I'm actually wearing the shirt from him right now. This was like something I put all my friends on like every month, and we would like play downtown LA, like these like big shows. And then before that, I like essentially built up this whole like coding community for like a thing I used to do. Like someone would come here before about the WebAssembly stuff I used to do, and that was like a table I built. And then before that, I used to film skate videos with all my friends and stuff, and like that became its own YouTube channel. And like people to this day are still like, yo, are you like some of my friends back home would be like, dude, some kid came up to me like, bro, are you this guy from this YouTube video? You know what I mean? From like the skate, you know, from our hometown. So like to this day, people still, like kids growing up, are like, oh yeah, I watched that video on YouTube. You know what I mean? Of you, mister. You know what I mean? So like it's just like I've been building cable myself my entire life, and I was just like, oh shit, there's a crazy, and you know what I mean? I was like, I'm not Tyler Perry, but you know what I'm trying to say? Like it was just like, oh shit, this is something I've been thinking about. Yeah, and Cherry Cola says, nope, the land that he films on, he owns that land. Exactly, yeah. Yeah, like all the Tyler Perry series, oh my god, Tyler Perry Studios. Cherry Cola, like he owns all of that. Which is like, what? Huh? So yeah. Dun, 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 dun. And art with personality. Hey, that's a sick name, dude. Yo, you skate, mad respect. Hey, thank you. Yeah, I do skate. Actually, I was just skating yesterday with my buddy Trey. I just learned nose blunts again. Or I got them back on my little local skate park. So yeah, I used to skate a lot, like every single day. But now these days I skate like once a week because I got like really bad back problems. Art with respect. I like had to go like physical therapy multiple times for it. It got real bad. But now I have to stretch my back out like every other day because I got sciatica. So yeah. But yeah, back in the day, dude, I used to be in the streets stacking clips, dude. Used to be stacking these clips, dude. And Cherry says, damn, yeah. But that's okay. I'm alive. I'm hanging out. Also, our person not even more respect for that. Hey, thank you, dude. Yeah, I'm super stoked too because not this weekend, but next weekend. Not sponsored at all, but I always wanted to go to this. Y'all ever heard of? I mean, if you skate, you ever heard of Phoenix Am? That's where all the Am skaters come to Phoenix to like essentially just like do a skate contest. They're having one like about like a 30-minute drive from me. I've always like seen videos of it. Like every year they put them on like the fashion YouTube channel. And since I live out in Phoenix now, I'm like, oh shit, I can go to Phoenix Am. So I'm gonna go in a couple weekends, and that'll be fun. I love it. Like, yeah, that's another thing. Everybody, I mean, not everybody watching, but Super Dale Sky. I know we talked about baseball a bunch. Another good thing, if there's ever like a skate competition near you, that's another good like, you know, a big skate like do tour or something like that. Those are also really fun to like go on a date or something. I know Sky lives in the middle. You know what I'm trying to say, but you know what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm trying to say. Sky's like, I know Sky somewhere like in like an older person's town, but Super Dale might apply to you more. But that's another like good. I don't know. That's what I'm trying to say. Is it's another good date idea. Even if you don't like skateboarding, it's just fun to watch a bunch of dudes just fly out of a bowl. You know what I mean? It's like, what the fuck? what the hell? So yeah. And it represents, oh yeah, dude, I'm super hyped to check it out for the first time in real life. See someone do like a tray flip front board down like a 10-stair handrail with my own eyes. And Maui, dang, still live? Yeah, dude. Yeah, I usually do like 3 hours. Just people can like float in and out. So everybody has a chance. You know what I mean? So I don't want to be like, you know, be too tight of a window because then it'd be like, meet me at this time, essentially. So yeah. And our percent, that's lit. Hope you have fun, bro. Hey, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm gonna go with my homie. It should be a good time. But it's starting to get hot out here, so I'm gonna have to bring an umbrella and hope it doesn't get too hot. This video says, man, I'd love to see some people shred in person. Definitely something to think about now, especially since it's snow should no longer be a problem. Sick, dude, yeah. Yeah, I mean, like if you ever happen to see one, like, you know what I mean, by happenstance, like if you ever go to a store and see like a flyer or something, it's worth checking out. They're always like fun to watch. And it's like, even if you just check it out for like a couple hours, it's like something cool you can do with like your girlfriend or something. Yes, this is everything. But by any chance, too, do y'all have any ideas of how I could save money? Okay. No, I mean, I feel like a lot of y'all watch me do this now. Have you ever noticed, like, hey, Groovy, why don't you do this? You might like save money or save time if you do it. Let me know. So I just realized, super random, but I have like a ton of cardboard that I just throw away, and I was like, there has to be some way I can reuse this. And I found out there's electric scissors. You can buy scissors that just like cut through cardboard. And I was like, oh. So like essentially you just like rather than having to use like a box cutter and like, you know, rip it apart. So because of that, I was like, wait a minute, rather than buying bubble wrap, like, you know, $30 worth of bubble wrap every week, I could just buy electric scissors and reuse all the cardboard that I get for free as a part of just ordering the CDs. So we'll see how that goes. It might not be worth the time, but if it works, dude, I'm gonna be like, oh, just unlock an extra $30 a month, which would be super nice. Plus the cardboard would protect a lot better than like bubble wrap instead of a bubble mailer. So yeah. But yeah, just if you ever, you know, not saying that y'all have to like go and research it for me, but if you ever just pops in your head, let your boy know. You know what I'm saying? I should have asked Logan. I bet Logan would have been like, bro, just do this. But yeah. And yeah, somebody else says it's not the same as your packing stuff, but those grocery coupons come in handy for a month's saving. Yeah, true. That's another thing too. I've been thinking of like, how can I just like even lower my personal expenses? That would help a lot too. Yeah, so thank you again for the pro tip on the online shopping for the groceries. And oh shit, it's Roses. Hi Roses, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by. How you doing? How's your Sunday going, Roses? Dun, dun, dun. Oh yeah. But yeah, I haven't had to go grocery shopping yet, so I'm kind of like, I don't know. I'm excited to do my my March. Like, how much did I spend in the month of March? Because I think I'm gonna crush it. And Rosa says, good March is an exciting month for art being released. That's funny. We just both talked about March at the same time. So I've been really enjoying alongside watching my friend play Mario Galaxy. That's sick, Roses. Hell yeah. I'm glad to hear you're enjoying all the art being released. Yeah, honestly, I've also been finding a lot of good art. I mean, for me, the Baby Keem album was pretty sick. And the J. Cole album has kind of been like back to back. I'm like, wait, hold up. When did we as all the musicians of the world decide that we're about to go in on making good music? You know what I mean? So yeah. But I'm glad to hear you've been having a good time. Yeah, what else? What else did I want to bring up? I'm almost done packing orders though, so I might try to see if I can set up the camera thing real quick. Coey. And somebody else says the drought's over, it's time to release some hits. I know, right? Yeah. Everyone was like, it is time. It's time to stop playing around and start dropping the bangers. And Rosa says that includes your album release this month too. Oh, thank you, Rosa. I appreciate it. Yeah. Heck yeah. I'm honored to be in it. Yeah, honestly, Be Yourself and Love Somebody, that song is a banger. I'm so hyped to have it on streaming services. And on Friday. On this Friday. It'll be, I could add it to the stream playlist and I can listen to it myself. You know what I mean? I have the CD in my car, so I'll listen to it there. But I'm trying to say. So yeah. I am hyped too. Thank you, Roses. Yeah, okay, we got 3 CDs left. I'll probably pack like one more and then I'll see if I can set up the camera thing so I can show you all my new place, how I set everything up, and then we could probably call it there. But again, talking like another 30 minutes or so. We're just gonna be here for a little bit. Hell yeah. Yeah, thank you, Subideo. And no. Oh, but what's nice though about finishing the course for the whole thing, I took the final exam for the astrology course, is now I can catch up on YouTube again. So it's been wild because, like, I mean, y'all know all the news been going on. So it's been like wild to watch all of my news now that I'm like, wow, the world really has been going crazy lately. So yeah. It's been like, oh shit. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, what else did I watch? Oh, do you like Sethical? They're like a YouTuber. They're like a comedy YouTuber. I love Sethical so much. But yeah, they just did one about like being a live streamer called SWAT Stream. It is so comedy. Somebody don't know. Oh yes, yeah. Yeah, one of my vocal sims for a minute was you know, when he's like, gotta get this bread. Oh, dude, I do that all the time. He had like the green M&M guy. So comedy. I brought about him looking, yeah. Bread. Yeah. Gotta get these movie tickets. Yeah, Roses, I haven't, that sounds hilarious. Yeah, Roses, if you have a second, it's like a 1 minute like YouTube video. I forgot how they might say some wild things, so my bad if they say anything super crazy, Roses, but there's a video they have called Boneless Pizza. Yeah, I would look it up just on YouTube. Boneless Pizza by Sethical. It is a YouTube classic. Gotta get that pizza boneless. It's just like, it's silly. And somebody else's little broomstick is my screensaver for my phone whenever I start driving. No joke. Hey, let's go, dude. Hell yeah. I'm glad we have that shared humor, dude. Kidding, I don't speak italics. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Roses, that's fine. They sound familiar, like they've been used in memes before. Oh, it's the beanless pizza. I've heard memed around. Yeah, exactly, Roses. Honestly, Roses, I was pretty late on it too. I didn't find out about it till like, I think 2021 is when my my roommate at the time, DS dude, put me on the Sethical. But yeah, the video says boneless pizza is the classic that started it all. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if you like boneless pizza, Roses, then like the whole YouTube channel is like, some of them are like a little bit misses, but some of them are just like crying, laughing, hilarious. But yeah, it's pretty much just like a bunch of like just people arguing, you know, kind of silly. It very much has like Newgrounds vibes my whole life, but like modern era, like modernized for today. But yeah. Oh, it does, yeah, it's I think regular show in a way too, it's super random, yeah. It definitely does also have some like regular show kind of vibes. We're like, yeah, totally, because like Little Broomstick and was it Baku? Is that the main guy's name? They definitely have like a Mordecai Rigby type of thing going on. I never thought of it that way, but you're kind of spitting, or you are spitting, dude. Not even kind of spitting. Oh, and have you all heard of Buff Corell? That's also like an OG YouTuber. But one of my like, you know, I'm a big jazz guy. I never like took like formal jazz training or anything, but I just love jazz. And I took that one jazz history course that kind of low key had a big impact on my life. But anyways, at least musically, my musical life. But yeah, Buff Corell is just a guy who like dances in his mirror on YouTube. And but he did like a dance to Giant Steps by John Coltrane. If you're familiar with the dun 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 dun. But like, so it's like you can't really dance to it, you know what I mean? It's very much just like a old 20s, old timey. Like you just imagine a dude in the corners going, "This shit's swinging, this is swinging." You know, like you could. That's all you can really do to dance to it. But Buck Corell was just like. Dun, 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 dun. I was like, he's getting it, dude. He's kind of getting it, dude. He was going in. But it's also funny too because every video he like doesn't edit it ever, and like before he starts dancing, he always has like a little like ritual he does before he does it. So I was like, I don't know, you have to watch it. He kind of killed that shit. I'm not gonna lie though. I'd never seen someone dance to like bebop jazz, but I think Buff Corell kind of figured it out. And another thing I found that I think would recommend, there's I think they're Japanese, I don't know if they're not Japanese, I'm sorry, but they're called Torwai, like Torwai, called Delicious Rock. And essentially they do like rock covers, well, like actually like there's a drummer, a guitarist, and the singer is singing while actually cooking food. Like they have a wok, they like put oil on the wok while he's singing, you put some shrimp in. But what guy recommended me is that they did a Seosin cover of 7 Years, so like taking on 7 years, my Holy Ghost. You know, like that kind of post hardcore. But it's like funny because he's doing a cover of it. All he's like taking on 7 years. Like, he's like trying to. It's just silly. If I even remember the lyrics correctly, but yeah. Whatever. I don't know. It was like a cool, like, not cursed, but like mythical YouTube video pool. If that makes sense. And I wrote this. I was thinking it'd be fun to see someone sing while doing something Lamau. Yeah, like literally, it's kind of perfect. And the thumbnail is like, you know, they end up like doing like a really nice like little flame burst when they add some like spices in. So the cover is just like him with the mic with a wok completely on fire. It's pretty cool. Yeah, my YouTube algorithm's going kind of crazy lately. Oh yeah. But yeah, what else is going on? Oh yeah, we gotta watch the MKBHD on the MacBook Neo. Had to watch it, dude. Had to watch it. Dude, oh man. This is gonna sound so bad, but it was the funniest shit I'd ever seen in my life. But okay, real quick, I'll keep it real. So yeah, back when like George Floyd stuff happened, and it was like really bad, and you know, a lot of like creators were like, "What's the state of America right now?" You know, I remember MKBHD did a video of like what it was like to be someone who's black and like really big on YouTube and like what this moment meant to him and stuff like that. And because he's a tech reviewer, the top comment was like, "Damn, MKBHD reviewed his own skin." And I was like, "That's fucked up. You can't comment that, dude." But it was actually what happened. It was so funny. I felt so bad. So I was like, this is such a serious moment, but the top comment killed me, dude. It was like the one thing. But yeah. Rose's wow. Yeah, it was so bad. I'm sorry. Probably shouldn't have said that, but it's just at the moment, I was like, damn. But I don't know. I'm the same race, so hopefully it makes it slightly more okay. I don't know. But somebody else says, "Hey, at least it isn't dry, keeping you entertained though. Feel like I've been running out of stuff to watch whenever I eat." Yeah, dude, not having YouTube to watch while you're eating, that's a struggle, dude. And I was waiting for him as soon as I heard the MacBook Neo announcement. Yeah, exactly, dude. Yeah, as soon as the MacBook Neo got announced, I was like, I gotta see what MKBHD thinks. And so the day I was like, I mean, legitimately, I would have laughed in the moment probably too. Like, damn, they kind of exactly, yeah, because like that's what the video was, you know. It's like, yo. Okay, cool. I'm glad I'm not crazy. I mean, I've got it. I'm crazy. Let's keep it real. I kind of, you know what I mean? But yeah. Yeah, in the moment, dude, I thought that shit, I was like, damn. Another thing I've been keeping up with is, Kai Cenat, like the super huge Twitch streamer. I think I talked about this before, but they started, I mean, you've probably seen it, but they started a YouTube channel called Kai's Mind, where it's kind of like what we do here, is it like, except he makes little like mini videos where he just releases like his unfiltered life. And that's good. I feel like the stream was kind of just like us hanging out in the studio, unfiltered. I guess it's technically a CRT filter. You know what I'm trying to say? Nah, joke. Anyways, but yeah, it's like his unfiltered life. And what's wild is that he had this video called "Learn to Embrace Hate," and he was showing off like his like home in Italy where he's been making clothes, and he deadass had like a whole wall of like printed out hate comments on like a wall, and I was like, damn, dude, that's crazy. He's like, this motivates me. And I was like, oh my god. But I mean, like, yeah, exactly. But to your point, Roses, legendary move. That's so, it's cool that motivates him, but at the same time, I'm like, dang, dude. I mean, it's just kind of sad that the world is, you know, people on the internet really, there's enough, for all the great things that he's doing, there's enough hate being thrown his way that he's like, let me print a whole wall. You know what I mean? it's like both legendary, but also kind of like, I mean, I'd be like this as people. I guess why they gotta be like that, and not me. I don't be talking, I don't be hating on nobody. I don't be leaving mean comments. But it's a bit of, oh my goodness, I just saw a post saying that he printed them all in dark mode, so you know that printer was tweaking. Oh, yeah, because it's a lot of ink. Yeah, exactly. And Roses, I'd rather put compliments because I'd appreciate someone telling me that. Honestly, Roses, yeah, I'm the kind of dead ass. Hey, on my Reddit, if you were to look, I mean, if you were to find my, I mean, not that I'm hiding or anything, but my Reddit, if you look at my comments I'll be posting, all the time. Sometimes I'll see a musician or something on Reddit be like, r/happy, I just made my first song and it's doing pretty good. I'll be commenting, hell yeah, brother, get yes. Or something, you know, if it's, you know, not always a brother, maybe I'm supposed to say, but I'm always like, hell yeah, let's get it. Like I have so many just small little Reddit comments like that. So yeah, because I'd be exact same boat, Roses. I'd be complimenting people all the time. I remember like, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but I was dating someone. I remember once they got like, they were kind of like, you know, got a little jealous. They were like, why are you liking this girl's post? And I'm like, because sometimes, like, I also make stuff on the internet. Sometimes I could respect it, not even trying to be like, oh my god, like look at her, she's so pretty. I'm like, this was a really good hook. I appreciate the hook. I appreciate how you told the story. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I could peep the game and be like, respect. You know what I mean? It's like, you know what I mean? It's kind of like if you like the LeBron James picture, you're a basketball fan. I'm not gonna be like, dang, that's crazy. You think LeBron James is hot? I'm like, no, man, you respect the legend in the making. You know what I mean? Real, exact, yeah, simply real, recognize real, dude. Sometimes I'll be like, yo, I like it just because I'm like, man, I don't even care what you're talking about, but you crushed the video. You know what I mean? You really knew what you were doing. Like, you know what I mean? I got respect for that. Sometimes I just gotta peep the game real quick, you know what I mean? I'm like, dang. All right, we got one more, and then I'll see if I can set up this camera. Let me also just look up real quick. And Atomic, dude, good to see you again. How you doing? How's your Sunday? Thanks for stopping by. How you feeling? But yeah. Roses a Hydra. Thank you, Roses. They gotta print this out real quick. Oh, ketchup condiment. What's up, dude? What's up? That's a sick name, dude. How you doing? How's your Sunday? All right, cool. Just drink some water, Roses. Chill, just seeing what you're doing. Thank you, Ketchup. I appreciate you stopping by and seeing what's up. Oh, no, that's Atomic. I'm sorry. Atomic just shows me what you're doing. Hey, thank you, Atomic. I appreciate you checking in on me. But how are you doing, dude? The real Ketchup, Lamau, yeah. But it's Echo. Yes, sir. How you doing, Echo? Thanks for stopping by. How's your Sunday going? How you feeling? And Roses, I like ketchup but hate tomatoes person. I feel that, yeah. Well, what's funny is I remember I sent a buddy of mine in high school into like complete distress. Oh yeah, King said the real ketchup. Oh, real quick, Echo, dude. Yo, I was the guy in San Diego. I sent the CD twice. I remember. I think about that sometimes too. I'm like, yo, you're a real one for that. Because I think you're the first person ever to bring the CD and be like, yo, can you sign it again? But dude, it's good to see you. How you been since San Diego? Yeah, also, dude, my bad. What's it called? It was so hot. Dude, that venue, oh my God. I was so mad at the venue after. I was like, what do you mean? I don't know. That show went really well, but at the same time, it was just like, those little small things. I was like, man, the venue goofed it up. But yeah. But you've been chilling. I'm glad to hear, Echo. Dude, you still eating Kalimas, dude? Yeah, it was warm, Echo. It was super warm, yeah. But yeah, I ended up like after the venue too, like I don't know, my buddy was the one who was like a San Diego local that like kind of knew the guy that ran the venue and stuff like that, and kind of like they ended up having like a big falling out because of it too, because he was like, bro, like I brought my boy out to help support, and like, you know, it like strained there, like because I trusted him to trust his homie because he like lives in San Diego, and it was like it was a whole thing. It was a whole thing, dude. Yeah, you know what I mean? But we gotta, I mean, I don't know, at some point I have to make it back out there and like do a different venue. Because dude, I love Kalima's, Echo. Kalima's is so good. So I guess just for anyone not in San Diego, if you ever visit San Diego, there's a Mexican food place called Colima, so Colimas. Last time I went to San Diego, I went there twice in one day because it's so good, dude. It's so good. So yeah. But Ketchup says, I'm good working on cassette layouts in Photoshop. Oh, sick. Hey, that's cool you're doing cassette layouts. What's the occasion, Ketchup? I also make cassette layouts. Are you like doing like a tape release or something? And Rosa says, living in Cali made me accept the heat. Sounded bad that day though. Yeah, not only was it hot, Rosa, it's just what happened was like the power failed at the entire bar we were playing at. And like low key, like keeping a real, Echo, they told me the venue was like 200 capacity. No, it was like, no, they wouldn't say 200. They said like 150. But like, it was not 150. It was like, you can maybe fit 80 people in there. So I did the marketing and everything to get about the full size of the bar. But when we showed up, we were like, this is smaller than what you said, but we'll make it work, right? And then it's not a chance. See, Echo, not a chance, dude. Exactly. Yeah, not a chance. So they kind of did my buddy dirty on that. And like, to be fair, my buddy in San Diego also runs shows. But last time we did something together, it was like when I was a lot smaller. And then, thankfully, because of, the CD, which I'm actually packing one right now, it's been doing my music's been doing really good. So they didn't understand how much music has grown since then. So I don't know, like pretty much every domino just like fell for. And then what happened, Roses, is that maybe an hour into the show, the entire power of the entire building went out because there was just too many people in there. It was really hot and just there was all these issues, Roses. So because of that, not only was it a hot day, but then like the venue had no AC at all because it was just. And then on top of that, it was like shoulder to shoulder people inside the bar. It was crazy. But yeah. But Miss Nunn, yo, what's up, dude? What's cooking, mama? Good to see you. How you doing? How you been? Thanks for stopping by as always, dude. What's cooking, mama? And Ketchup says, I've been working on a bunch of tapes, some bootlegs for myself, gifts to touring artists, and actually releases on my belt. Hey, Ketchup, hell yeah, that's cool. I still don't have a label yet, but I'm about 10 releases deep. Hey, that's sick, Ketchup. Yeah. I mean, hey, get that LLC, get it started. Why not? And Miss Nunn says, I saw a show like that, Unbreathable. Exactly, yeah. It was rough. I felt so bad too, because there were some people like left comments that were kind of like, yo, bro, like, I bought a ticket, this kind of sucked. And I was like, I don't know. It was the only time I ever ran a show that like it didn't, like, it wasn't like nothing. I mean, it kind of, I guess it is my fault because maybe I should have gone to San Diego first. But I don't know, I guess it was no one's fault but the venue, really. But at the same time, I don't want to not take accountability because, it was my show. So, but at the end of the day, like the show went, I got we all got to play music. The people like, the people that were like willing to deal with the heat had a good time. You know what I mean? It was just really hot. But yeah, it was just really hot. And Ketchup says, I do it all for the love of the game. Hey, there's nothing wrong with doing it for the love of the game. I've been low-key trying to get more hobbies I do just for the love of the game because I'm doing music all the time. I kind of like, low-key I've been doing a lot of my little star math stuff because I've been doing it just for the love of the game. It's been a nice way to like disconnect and just do something for the love of the game again, you know what I mean? So I feel you on that, Ketchup. And Echo says there's another place called Soda Bar. It's a mile away. That place is fire. Yeah, so we did, if I'm not mistaken, Echo, I think there was a reason why we chose Till 2 over Soda Bar. I think it's because I think what goofed up is that Till 2 was like, I think they like posted they had the same size, and I forgot why we chose Till 2. I think it's because my buddy in San Diego, he had connections to both Soda Bar and Till 2, but I think he was close with people at Till 2 or something. It was something like that. I don't want to put my buddy under the bus. It was not his fault at all. It was, you know what I mean? He trusted them, but it's, yeah. It's, I don't know. It was, yeah. And to Echo's point, because the power went down, the registers also broke. So they were like sort of handing out free drinks because they realized, because again, Echo, they knew they messed up. So they were kind of just trying to like keep the show going because they knew they goofed. So yeah. But yeah, Echo, I've been to Soda Bar before. I saw one show there. Soda Bar is sick. And in retrospect, I remember going there. I was like, I should have done the show here. You know what I mean? But even then, I think really we should have gone, Echo, my buddy had, because who owns Soda Bar? I think there's a place called Casbah or something that's like slightly bigger. But I was kind of like, I don't know if I could sell enough tickets for Casbah. So I was like, I don't want to like screw over his connection with the Casbah. Because it was also like, you know, it was like a train of trust, bro. Because I wasn't in San Diego, Echo. I needed to be like, okay, like my buddy is trusting me to throw a dank show on his trust of his connections to the scene, right? So I had to make sure my job was to get people to show up. And then his job was to like trust the people, you know what I mean? Because we've just known each other as friends. But then like in that chain of trust, the last link was the one that like dropped the ball. And he offered to like talk to Cats before me, but I was like, well, I don't want to be the one to drop the ball. So we'll go Till 2. And then, you know, decisions were made. You know what I mean? So yeah. And to your point, it is mainly a rock venue. So it also was kind of like, I don't know. It was just like, nah. But I'm sorry. Rosa says, I'd sue it if I could. It sounded desperate on their end because of how you could miss that. I was joking. I realized it's pretty dangerous overcrowding. And it was very dangerous on top of that, Roses. And I don't even blame you for that incident. Was there anything that turned it around? So the one thing that did turn it around, Roses, I didn't lose money. Because what was nice about Till 2, and this wasn't the reason why I chose it, but Till 2 was just always like, you know, it was like they didn't know. They didn't know about Groovy Kaiju. So they were just like, oh, who's this guy? Okay. That, you know, their homie said he's cool, so like we'll trust, you know, and we trust our other homie, and his homie's homie said he's cool. So if he says he's cool, he's cool. But they didn't really recognize like, oh shit, this guy actually is. You know, they didn't know who was coming to town. So because of that, they always just did their shows on just like, hey, just pull up a door, you know, pay $5, and yeah, you're in. But I told them like, hey, can I sell tickets online? And they're like, we don't have an online ticketing system, so like, just tell us what to do and we'll let people in. Because like the venue doesn't care about tickets; they just want the drink sales. So like, yeah, just, you know, if they show us a little QR code, then I'm not even gonna scan it. I'll just let them in. And I was like, hey, that works for me. You know what I mean, as long as people, because essentially we sold ticket, I already knew I had the money. So the good part was, what's it called? I didn't lose money because all the pre-sales, I got to just went straight to my bank account. So I was like, okay, perfect. You know what I mean? But then what did screw me over though is that at the door sales, the venue was like, even though we messed up on the bar and our power went out, we're gonna keep all the door money. So it was kind of like, are you kidding me, bro? What? So yeah, just running shows is crazy, dude. And that's a big reason why my buddy got in that fight with them, because he was like, dog, what do you mean? Like, we did our job, you didn't do yours. And they, you know, then they had like a big, yeah, and then he had to turn around to me and be like, I'm so sorry, man. Like, I've been friends with this guy for like 15 years. I don't know why he's doing this now. It was like, yeah, it was a whole 180. So yeah. But at the end of the day, I didn't lose money on the show. So that's why I was like, could have been worse. I could have like been sad, had people upset, and have no money. So at least I broke even. I didn't like swear on everything. I didn't like, there was not like a, hey, I have all this money. I was like, I paid my homies, and I think I went home with like $100, if that. If that. I can pull it. I don't know. If anyone ever wanted to pocket check me on that one, because I felt so bad. I don't know. That was the whole story, Echo. That was the whole story of that San Diego show. But I want to come back and do it right. And I mean, we saw that it still wasn't like absolutely terrible, but I want to go back and like have like a nice AC working bar, good show. You know what I mean? And San Diego, and eat a ton of Kalimas after. But yeah, okay. Let me get back. I'm was rambling so hard. Miss None have been good. Glad to hear you've been doing good to Miss None. AC busted, dude. I hate that. But yeah, I feel you. If it helps at Miss None, look on YouTube. The secret to no AC living I've learned this when I was a kid, back when my mom couldn't afford AC. Put up a bunch of standing fans if you can, or like buy as many box fans as you can, and you want to build a wind tunnel in your house. So like kind of like, you know, in Zelda, the temples, like the air temples, where you have to like move the fans, and you want the fans to like shoo shoo shoo, like try to do that, but have it like go in a circle in your house and have the air like push in a circle. I swear it helps so much to have a little like, you know, air. Yeah, even though it won't like, you know, you don't like have that many, you know what I'm trying to say. But yeah, try to like at least point the fans to like build like a circle. Like literally like Zelda it. Like, so if you can't like put a fan in the hallway, so like one fan on one side of the house points towards a fan in the hallway that points down the hallway, and then at the door entrances of the doors, you have another fan that pushes the air that way. You know what I mean? So like it just circulates the air throughout the house. So yeah, watch a YouTube video, but it's literally like you're playing Zelda, like you're doing an air temple puzzle. You know what I mean? So yeah. But and Echo says there's a couple more venues, but they're a bit bigger. I recommend Courtyard or Wicked West. Okay, sick. Yeah, I record all the VODs, Echo, so like when I rewatch the VOD, write down these venues in San Diego, like Courtyard, Wicked West, Casbah. So yeah. And so yeah. But thank you, Echo. I appreciate it. And Miss Nunn, so in that note, hypothetical question, what would be an ideal venue for y'all as a performer and or fan? Like a white room shape to it or whatever? Honestly, I really liked, I'm biased. I'm so biased. But you know the shows I used to run in LA at High Tide, Miss Nunn? I don't know if we ever come to you for one of those. I think maybe. But what's it called? Well, yeah, you have. Duh. But anyways. What's it called? So I liked High Tide because it was like inside, what's it called? Inside was the dance floor. So it was like a really cool like dance floor inside, but then there was like a whole like patio thing that was like you can hang out. And I like that because honestly, that's my favorite type of venue, because some shows I like to go to, but I like to hear the music from the outside. Sometimes I go with my homies and I'm like, yeah, I'm here to like listen to music, but at the same time, sometimes I'm like, so that's the kind of vibe where I just want to stand in front of the show and talk to my friends. You know what I mean? Super random. But I like High Tide because the outside was still in the venue. So it's like I could still hear the music, and they had the speaker that could play the music from the inside outside. So when I felt like dancing for like a good like 10 minutes, I can go and dance a little bit, you know, maybe, but like, you know, so whenever I go to High Tide shows that weren't my own, it was always like, oh, you know, get a drink, dance for a little bit, go outside, talk shit with the homies, go back inside, you know what I mean? So it was cool. So yeah, and see, Marcus, hey Marcus, you're watching. Hey, good to see you, Marcus. Marcus's point, yeah, like you go to the show, bring your laptop, get some work done, even though I'm at a show right now. You know, dude. Marcus, how you doing, dude? But yeah, Courtyard's pretty good. Nah, yeah, I know, dude. That is wild, interesting. Yeah. Rosa says there are days where I don't have air conditioner, so I just sleep under the sheets. Oh yeah, that helps too, Roses. Yeah, I know. I don't know. I'm so weird though, Roses. Even when it's like mega hot, I still need some kind of sheet or else it's hard for me to go to sleep. Like I still need like I'll get like a paper thin sheet, but like I need something on my body to fall asleep. So even when it's like blistering hot, I'm like, no, I can't sleep without a blanket. So yeah. But that is a strat though. Yeah, try to wear less clothes. I know it's like kind of silly, but it does kind of help, low key. And Echo says, here's the crazy thing. As much as I love San Diego, I moved to Florida, Lamau. Oh, Lamau. So if you do host another show in San Diego, definitely gotta make it some time to go out there. Echo, that's funny you moved to San Diego. I just saw that. I'm sorry. But yeah, dude, honestly, I have a bunch of people out in Florida. Like I know, I'm sorry if this is weird, Echo, but I have like a map. So if I ever do go on tour, I like know where everyone is that like, yeah, I mean, so I could be like, I could plan a tour around that of like, you know, who supported the free CD thing. And Florida is popping off, like both Orlando and Miami, I think. Both, okay, and Tampa, yeah. Like those are the 3 cities in Florida. So I'd probably like, like do 3 little bars if I ever go down there. But yeah, it's gotta save up the money to, you know, do shows. Cause as you now know, Echo, like sometimes you throw a show and it's like, you know, everything's looking good going into it. And then like eventually the last second it's like, actually, that's ours now. It's like, dude, I put up all the risk. You know what I mean? So yeah. So that's why I'm kind of like, I need to make sure I have enough to like, if I were to do like a little tour like that. So I'm the one fronting the money for it. But yeah. But hopefully one of these days, I don't know, maybe someone hit me up and be like, bro, open for me on tour. See, Marcus, look, Marcus right there. Marcus and I do shows together all the time. I've been eyeing Miami for 3 years now, see? We'll see. We'll see. But yeah. But Courtyard and Wicked West are outdoor venues, so it feels much better because the heat dissipates. Okay, Echo. That's cool. Yeah, I don't mind outdoor venues, especially as long as they have like a little shade in case it rains. But you know, if I'm San Diego, when does it rain? You know what I mean? So yeah. And Miss Nunn fills me on the balance of having the indoor-outdoor venue. There's one out here in Arizona called Last Exit I want to hit up. I've been thinking about it. Because again, I might have an assistant pretty soon. So hopefully I'll have them like reach out to the venue and manage all that. So that way all I gotta do is like show up and play music. So yeah. Good Miss Nunn. And yeah, I did like it, man. I loved it, man. Hell yeah, Miss Nunn. Thank you, dude. Sick. And yeah, Simply Dale. Yep, never sleep without something covering. I'm glad you feel me. Rosa says, that's my sister. She needs a blanket regardless of heat. Yeah. Yeah, I'm the same as your sister then. I guess Simply Dale and I are both like your sister. But yeah. In Tampa, Miss Nunn, going Miami. Marcus says, did Jermaine survive the move? Are you settled in yet? Yeah, Jermaine survived. In fact, I took Rose's advice, and Jermaine is in a proper pot now. I got them a little like terracotta pot. Because I was like, you're in Arizona now. You got to have an Arizona pot. I guess they've always been in Arizona. You know what I'm trying to say. So I got them, and I put a little Groovy Kaiju sticker on them. So yeah. So yeah, Jermaine survived. Jermaine's doing really good, and they're continuing to grow. Like they have like a bunch of new leaves and everything. This is the most prosperous money tree I've ever seen in my life. So yeah. But yeah, thanks for asking, Marcus. And Echo, you should definitely look up when you have the chance. Just get a good lay of the land, Lamau. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I always do that. I always like, there's a website called Indie on the Move, and it's like a venue database of like all over the US. And what I do whenever I like want to go to a city, I always just look on Indie on the Move to see what the venues are. And I look up like Google reviews and stuff like that, and so on and so forth. But yeah, I'll definitely look it up, dude. And Zaku says, damn, I just woke up. Dang, dude. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, I'll be honest, I woke up at like 2 p.m. So yeah. Oh. And Rose says, yippee, hell yeah. Miss Nunn, yay, Jermaine, he lives. Yeah, Jermaine's living good, dude. They are stoked. Actually, we got about the time change. Yeah, exactly, Roses. Yeah, so what's wild, I was saying earlier, Roses, Arizona doesn't do time changes. They just stay the same throughout the year. So now I'm caught up on, I'm on the same time zone as Marcus and Zaku now. I'm all LA time. So now there's no longer a 1 hour difference between Zaku, Marcus, and I and stuff like that. Or anyone else in LA. And then Miss Nunn says, avocado reveal stream when? I know, dude. I don't have any avocados right now. I should though. Avocados are expensive, dude. I need to get me like an avocado tree or something. Get some free avocados. And Marcus says, be careful about watering because terracotta absorbs water from the soil. Just make sure it's getting enough week to week. Oh yeah, dude. So what I've kind of been crushing on, I kind of maybe shouldn't do this, but I mixed my work calendar, my personal calendar, and just making like a house chores work weekly task. You know what I mean? And on there it says water Jermaine. So every week I'm like have a reminder to check Jermaine's water. And yeah, that's why Jermaine, dude, I'm telling you, they are growing like I've never seen a plant grow so just like. But yeah. And oh, I missed it. I thought Jermaine was an avocado tree. No, they're a Chinese money plant. Chinese money tree, Chinese money plant. My man said, was it Ni Hao Kailan? That's my dog right there. What else is Chinese? Orange chicken? I don't know. That's technically Americanized Chinese, but you know what I'm trying to say. But he's a plant. Is it racist to be a plant? I don't think so, right? Can you be racist to a plant? I don't think so. I'm sorry. Oh my god. Jackie Chan Adventures, Marcus? Hell yeah. Oh, Agnos, dude. Yo, what up, dude? How you doing? It's good to see you. It depends where it was grown. Yeah. I mean, it was grown out here, so it's Chinese American, right? And simply a day, you say that, and then when you watch a leaf fall off, Lamau, yeah, I know, right? Just instantly I'll wake up with like a note on the desk. It's just like, it really hurt my feelings when you said that. You know what I mean? So yeah. The plant will remember this, Skyer. Yeah, probably. I mean, like, if anything, it's just like Rush Hour, dude. Like, I'll be Chris Tucker. The plant could be Jackie Chan, dude. It's Chinese, you know what I mean? There you go. I love Rush Hour. Anyways, the chopsticks font is inherently racist. You can't change my mind. It kind of is, yeah. It is a little bit, I ain't gonna lie. And I heard plants do better with positivity. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you know what I mean? I'm positive with Jermaine. And they are great movies. What's cool is I've got to eat at the Chinese food place in Rush Hour. You know, like when they go to the second story. That's like in LA, like in LA. I mean, I don't know if you know, but like it's like there's like a giant sign that says like the Chinese food place from Rush Hour. It's actually pretty good. They have a pretty good lunch special. But Agno says, it's chill, how you been? I've been alright, dude. Just been super busy. Ridiculously busy. I kind of got like overwhelmed with a bunch of stuff. I was saying it on stream not too long ago, but I got super overwhelmed. Because after the Destroy All Monsters vinyl launch, I like got like, you know, thankfully a lot of orders, and like it was just like staying up till 7 in the morning every day doing that. And I kind of just got overwhelmed with a bunch of stuff. But things are starting to like, you know, I'm starting to like, and I just moved to, so I'm starting to settle back in. Life is starting to get more like, oh, I'm definitely getting more at peace. So yeah, so I've been actually, honestly keeping it real, kind of happy lately, not gonna lie. Like happier than usual. I'm always like kind of a happy person, but lately I've been like truly internally happy. So yeah, it's been cool. How about, yeah, but I'm glad he's chill, you know what I mean? Hell yeah. Somebody does hope if Rush Hour 4 is real, nothing changes, it'll be good. I know, yeah. Same. I'm hoping Rush Hour 4 is banging. But yeah, what else should we do? Sorry, I pretty much finished packing orders. So yeah. But I feel like we should probably at least stream for another like 10-15 minutes at least, because we'll see what Agnos is saying. I haven't seen Agnos for a while, so I wanna know if you're still here, Agnos. If you're doing good, dude. I miss you. Yeah, speaking of Crystal, Agnos used to do the sickest photos at Crystal, dude. Yeah, Agnos, if I don't know, this is silly, but if I ever go on tour to Florida, I need photos, dude. Y'all gonna meet Agnos, dude. I'm gonna hit him up. I'm like, bro, that's like my dream, is that one day Kate Shinoda's gonna be like, Groovy, come open for me, and I'm like, finally, my time has come. I have Agnos do photos. Crystal was good times, yeah, dude. But Rose says there's rumors of Rush Hour 4. No offense to the actors, but they're old and Jackie can't do the stunts the same. Yeah, there is rumors of Rush Hour 4, but you do make a good point. I don't know how they would get it done, but yeah. Oh, I don't have disc for Rock Reptar. Oh, that's the issue. Okay, I'll put everything away. And Miss Jermaine is actually Ji Li Ming. Yeah. Hell yeah. But yeah, Agnos, if you know, I mean, I know it's on live on stream, I'm sorry, but what you been up to, dog? How you been? Anything new with you? You still doing photo stuff? You listen to any good music? Can you put us on to some new music, Agnos, if you're still here? Unless you got something to do. If you got something to do, no worries. But I want to hear what you've been listening to lately. Let's go. Hey, hey, senorita. Alright, let's put all this away. Lots new with me, lol. Hell yeah, dude. And Marcus says, so Su Yun's daughter gets kidnapped by the Chinese triads. Yeah, dude. Ugh. Oh my god, my knees. Oh my god. Oh yeah, dude, Agnes, this last time I saw you, dude, like I'm getting ripped, dude. I'm getting, I mean, you can't see that well on stream, but I'm starting to get muscles, dude. There's been enough time between when and now. Lol, yeah, true. Yeah, Rose, actually, I'm sorry, Rose, you also made a good point, too. They are getting kind of old. I think they would get a bunch of stunt actors, though, if you think about it. If they had to. Nagno says, nothing new for the most part, been spinning a lot of the same albums from last year. I feel it. Do you like you like rap, right, Agnos? You heard of you know Newport Premont? You might like them. You heard of Papo 2004? That's been my like favorite rapper lately. I think you might like him. I don't know. At least the music videos. I think you like the music videos at the very least. They're pretty sick. Narita. Miss Nunn says, bro, one of my favorite bands put out an album last week after 12 years, man. Legit almost cried. That's so sick. Which band? Miss Nunn? That's sick. Yeah, I remember like when what's a good album that I was like super stoked to hear? I don't know, but I know the feeling. I've had some bands that like I really liked and it's like, oh shit. Like the Tool album, when the new Tool album came out. I mean, it was like a while ago, but that was like a big moment because I like grew up listening to Tool. So when they dropped that new album, I was like, oh damn. And White Eagle, yo, thanks for stopping by, dude. How you doing? How you feeling? When are you spinning again at another event? I don't have anything on the calendar quite yet. Just because I don't know, low-key I've been kind of broke. Because I usually book all my own shows myself. So, but things are starting to look like we might be able to do a show. But it'd probably be out here in Arizona. Probably something like really small. But yeah, as of right now, I don't have any offers. Nobody's been hitting me up. So we'll see. But thanks for asking, White Eagle. I appreciate it. When I do, I'll definitely let you know. I will be posting it everywhere and send it to the Kaiju Club and all that. So yeah. And Agno says that's awesome on the games and missing us a Kaiju training art. Yeah, pretty much. I've just been going for it, dude. I mean, like, yeah. Fall off the wagon a bit for Agno says off the gym, trying to get back on. I feel it. Heck yeah. But hey, you know, just get back on. You know, ain't nothing stopping you from getting back on. Just, you know, give yourself some grace. Gotta take a break every once in a while. And Roses, can I suggest another merch idea for the future? Of course, anytime, Roses. Please suggest anything, anytime. I'm super stoked to hear it. Marcus says the homies were scattered to the 4 winds and everyone's facing their own time skip training. Yeah, pretty much. That's how it feels. I feel like a lot of us have been like moving around and stuff, just on our own vibe lately. We will come back together though. And Miss Nunn says Redarna. There's a track. Do the track for the game Hotline Miami 2. All right, sick. Future me when I rewatch the VOD, look into Red Darna, Riddarna. So yeah. And Agno says, I don't listen to much rap, but I have been listening to Genuine lately. His songs are sick. I'm gonna listen. Okay, future me listen to Gen 1 or 2. GenWunner when I rewatch the VOD. Sick. I don't think I've heard of it. I might have. It sounds kind of familiar, Agnos. But that's sick. Hell yeah. Thanks for putting me on, dude. The sci-fi when like Gorillaz dropped recently. Yeah, I still need to listen to the new Gorillaz. I saw they did a really sick music video too with the new Gorillaz thing that just came out. And Agnes says, I didn't like the last 2 album, lol. Yeah, honestly, I like Descending a lot. But even then it has that like huge 3-minute long intro. But on like a 10-minute song. But yeah, new Tool album. My buddy's parents who got me into Tool, they were super stoked on it. But yeah, I think for me Descending was like the one that I was like, okay, yeah, they bang. You know what I mean? So yeah. And the album is Yuto MJOR Dinger. Alright, sick. It's a wild album title, but hell yeah. Thank you, I appreciate it. Oh, I knew. Okay, Agno said real quick, I know Gen 1er. Okay. Yeah, Big Man Blastoise, Big Man Blastoise. Hell yeah, dude. We met him at Poke Rave, didn't we? Dude, they're pretty cool. They're really nice. They had like the Pokeball, you know, sprayed in their hair. That was sick. And Rosa says, drawstring bags or tote bags? This came to my head over realizing I could use one of those. Okay, sick. Yeah, future me when I watch the VOD, add tote bags to my merch ideas list. Yeah, Rosa, I've been thinking about doing that just because I was thinking about if I should start making my own shirts. Because you can get like, you know, because if you start making your own shirts with your own like vinyl film things, then, you know, you could also do tote bags with the same like exact vinyl things. Like, you know, when you press the shirt together. So yeah, so then it'd be simple, just buy a bunch of like tote bags and like print my own designs on them and stuff. That way too I can like touch the quality and everything. So yeah, thank you for the idea, Roses. I appreciate it. Ow. But yeah. Marcus says Groovy Kaiju vinyl box set. Let's go. I know I need to. Yeah, I just essentially like I have all the vinyl. I just gotta like buy like custom packaging for it. So yeah. And Miss Nun says, dude, I went to the Kong Studios art exhibit and cried. Girls were stellar in the mountain, and the gallery is phenomenal, man. Like so much history collected. Oh, sick. Hell yeah. Yeah, I haven't heard like, what is the Kong Studios art exhibit? Let me look this up. Kong Studios. Oh, that's like out now. Okay. Oh, that's so sick. That's so sick. I didn't know they were doing this out in LA. Yeah, I guess there's like a Gorillas exhibition out in LA right now. Dude, that's sick. Thanks for putting us on in this, no? Yeah, it's called House of Kong. Dude, you see the... Oh, they had the clips from the Dare music video. Dude, the music video from Dare from the Gorillas is like such a like core childhood memory because at Brunswick Bowling in my hometown, they used to always play the Dare music video like all the time. And every time, it was my first introduction to like house music is good at the age of like 10. Like, this kind of bumps. You know what I mean? So yeah. And somebody else says, yeah, they were just on SNL last night. Yeah, I saw like the YouTube thumbnail for now. I gotta check it out, yeah. And I cried to the mountain and listened like 30 times now. Missed none. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, they have a tape up your phone. Make sure you do not put it on your phone. Oh, okay. So Dare and the exhibit is so cool. Oh, sick. Hell yeah. And Zaku, that's why everyone's walking around with Gorillas merch in Little Tokyo. Ah, okay, sick. Yeah, Gorillas LA takeover. And Rosa says, hearing how much effort they put into the Gorillas animation in an age where it's a big struggle is cool to hear. I hear it looks pretty. Hell yeah. Yeah, I have to watch the movie. I don't know, I've just been so busy on like getting ready today. I haven't had the chance to like, not consume, but I guess like check out all the new Gorilla stuff. But hell yeah. And I gotta see the photos I was able to get. Yeah, dude, send them over. I'm chilling. I'm so chilling. With permission, of course. Yeah. Yeah, please send them over, dude. I'm chilling. But I will admit though, I was super random. But speaking of, I was telling Agnes, I've been getting super overwhelmed. Low key, I uninstalled Discord on my phone because I had to take a Discord break. I'm not gonna lie. So I know it's weird, but could you email it to me? Just because at a certain point I had like 50 unread Discord messages and it was like stressing me out, and I was like, I can't. I tapped out. So yeah. But it was all like, it all came in like as I was like launching the Destroy All Monsters thing. So it was like I was like packing orders nonstop, and I opened my phone, there was like 50 Discord messages. I was like, I just can't. I just like wanted to go into a ball and cry. But okay, yeah, no problem. Okay, thank you, dude. I appreciate it. Hell yeah. Not even trying to be weird, it's just like, yeah. I was like, ah. But yeah. What's what I have to do? I think yeah, I made all the CDs I could. I think that's everything. Packed all the orders. So I can turn this off. But yeah. But on that note, if y'all don't mind, I think it's about 9 o'clock. I probably should go feed my cats. I should probably go eat some food. I should eat my like crazy 3 noodle spaghetti because I'm trying to save money. So if you don't mind, I think we'll call it here, y'all. Oh, and real quick though, Rosa says, been taking it easy with social media over how overwhelming the news has been. So I've been doing notifications. Yeah, exactly. Dude. It's also just been like a lot going on in general, on top of like everything else. So yeah. And somebody else says, yeah, it's about that time. Okay, cool. Thanks for, yeah. Because I'm hungry, dude. With the time zone stuff, all made everything like, what? But yeah. For sure, man. Have a good week. Just got the Destroy All Monsters like right now. Oh, you did? Oh, shit. Well, dang. All right. Well, I got to pack that for Echo real quick. Just hit 11 over here. What? Okay. Keep cooking, mama. Hell yeah. Echo, did it come in? I'm looking for it. I don't see it. On Shopify. But well, if anything, Echo, I appreciate you. I promise if I see it come in, I'll pack it for you right after I eat some food. So but thank you, Echo. I appreciate it. And King says, just hit over level here. Sky says, see ya. Oop, 1 second. Okay. I missed none. Keep cooking, mama. Marcus with the sparkles. Hell yeah. And Echo says, yee. Okay, cool. But yeah, if you don't mind, Echo, I will pack it. I'll drop it off at the mailbox tomorrow. So yeah. And Rosa says, give some extra scratches to your pets for me. Enjoy the food. Okay, hell yeah. Thank you, Roses. But actually, I'll wait till it comes in, Echo, just so I can tell you that if I got it or not. We'll wait for Echo real quick, because I want to be that guy that's like, all right. Oh, no, not yet. Okay. I want to like freak him out. I'll do my my default idle animation until then. Yeah, I can feel myself getting hungry. Well, I guess while we do that, we can at least... There it is. Hey!
Merch order from Anthony.
Lamau. Thank you, Anthony. I appreciate it. Oh, I mean Echo, but yeah. Here, I'll at least print it out. I'll show it to you. But I'm gonna eat some food real quick. Idle animation, Marcus. Yeah, exactly. Wait, I turned it off. But here, Echo, I'll at least show you. This one will be... Oh my god. Oh yeah. Alright, Echo. This one will be yours. Aha! Thank you, dude. Had to support the homie. Thank you, Echo. I appreciate it, dog. Here, let me print out the... I'll print out the... What's it called for you real quick. End credits just hit. How fitting. I know, Marcus. Thank you. Oh, hell yeah. And I'll write you like a note and everything. And Echo, I promise I'm putting like a gang of stickers in there for you, dude. A gang of stickers. So yeah. But thank you for the support, Echo. And I think on that note, now that I've shown you that I will be packing this as soon as I eat some spaghetti for you. Yeah, dude. Oh, it's still okay. But yeah, all right. I think we'll call it here, y'all. I'll catch you around, Echo, Marcus. I'm looking through the chat. Skyer, King, Admiss None, Agnos, Sibliadeo, Roses. And that's everyone I see on chat real quick. And yeah, catch you around your www. Yes, go grab and relax. Heck yeah. And here's your, I'm not going to show your, yeah, but this is the packing slip. So they'll go inside. But yeah, good night, everybody. Farewell. See you in the next one. See you Tuesday. I'll be 5 p.m. Pacific time Tuesday. So yeah, so this up until not tomorrow, but the day after. But yeah, I'll catch y'all around. All right, take it easy, y'all. Thanks for hanging out. It's always good to see you. And yeah, catch you around. Peace.